Right. Good morning, everyone. 36th District Court is now in session. I am Judge Shannon A. Holmes, and I will be presiding today over our specialty court docket. Good morning to each one of you. I am going to start off on this morning by making sure that everyone, you have your camera situated so that I'm only able to see your face. Please make sure that you are dressed appropriately for court. You are in our virtual courtroom. However, this session is also aired live by way of YouTube. That means you can't have on headscarves and bed rags and things of that nature. You must be dressed appropriately for court. Thank you so much for your compliance. For those of you who are getting in compliance with me, I appreciate it. Also on this morning, if you have other people that are in your home with you, you want to make sure that they are dressed appropriately too if they are going to pass by the camera, because we'll pick them up as well. And we don't want to know what's going on in your house, all right? And so please make sure you monitor who walks across your camera. On this morning, we have our attorneys, both of them present in the virtual courtroom. And so I am going to start off on this morning by asking the attorneys to please place your appearance on the record.
Thank you, Judge. Good morning. For the record, Jesse Reed, Drug Court Defense Attorney, P23863. Judge, I'd like to make a motion, if I may, a continuing motion that my appearance be for all my clients this morning. Thank you, Judge. Good to see you.
Good to see you. Good morning, Mr. Reed, and your motion is granted.
And good morning, Your Honor. Robert Fikens, P31894, Drug Treatment Court Defense Counsel. Good to see you, Judge. I would make a similar motion.
Wonderful. Thank you, Mr. Fikens. Good morning to you. Good to see you as well. And your motion is granted. All right. I am also going to ask that everyone make sure that you mute your device. Mute your device. If I have muted you, please do not unmute. I'll have to remove you from the courtroom and you'll have to dial back in and be last on the docket, because it's very important that I don't get the background noise as much as possible. And so please make sure that you mute your device. All right. We also have our case managers on this morning. Let's get their appearance on the record. Ms. Cleveland, we will start with you. Good morning.
Good morning, Your Honor. Welcome back. Toshi Cleveland, case manager for 36th District Court Sobriety Court.
All right. Good morning, Ms. Cleveland. And then I see Mr. Yancey.
Good morning, Your Honor. Kenneth Yancey, 36th District Court on behalf of Sobriety Court, Your Honor.
All right. Good morning, Mr. Yancey. I think you were going to say it's nice to see me.
Yes.
All right. Good to see you too, Mr. Yancey. All right. I also see Mr. Griffin.
Good morning, Your Honor. Welcome back. Brian Griffin, Drug Court Case Manager on behalf of the Probation Department.
All right. Good morning, Mr. Griffin. I'm glad to be back. Mr. Griffin acting like he hasn't talked to me already this morning. He got the jump start on my return from vacation. He sure did. Call me before court started. All right, Mr. Griffin. Good morning.
A lot going on, Your Honor.
I know it. We ready, though. We are ready. Let's do it. Good morning to the courtroom staff. I'm not certain who's sitting in this morning for Ms. Drew. Who's serving in the clerk spot this morning? All right, maybe nobody's there yet.
Somebody's there, Your Honor, and Miss Drew is on her way in. She was going to be running a couple of minutes late.
Okay, I thought she was out today. All right.
Nope, she decided to come in. Yep.
Good morning, Your Honor. This is Antel. I was muted. I'm sorry.
That's okay. Good morning, Mr. Sanford. Glad you're serving. All right. Good. Glad to have you in the courtroom on this morning. I'm not certain if my officer is there this morning. If he is, good morning to you, Officer Floyd. Is he with us this morning?
No, ma'am. I'm the only one in the courtroom right now.
All right. Very good. And so let me just say to the case managers, if there's anything you need to circle back with Mr. Sanford and just make sure he knows if he gets dates, because there are a lot of moving parts in this courtroom and he's visiting and we want him to come back. And so we're going to make it as easy for him today as we possibly can. All right. With that, I know that there are a couple of people that need to go into a breakout room. If you have the ability to change your name on your device, I need you to put in your name. not your stage name, not your street name, not your nickname. Put your real name in there so I can know who you are so that I don't pass over you. Because if I have to look you up, I'm going to do it when I get a break, okay? So please make sure if you have the ability to change your name, do it at this time. With that, Mr. Reed, Attorney Reed and Attorney Vikings, please tell me who needs to go into breakout rooms. I'd like to make the best use of our time this morning.
Thank
Your
you,
Honor,
Judge.
Your
Go
Honor,
ahead.
I'd like to start. We got Gadia Mills that's in the Wayne County Jail. I know you'd like to get the jail out the way. She needs to go in the breakout room. We have LaVon Wilson.
Wait, let me start. Let me get that done. Did you all already have some breakout? No. Never mind. I did something. There you go. All right. And so good morning at the Wayne County Jail. Good morning, Miss Mills. Who's going into the breakout room with Miss Mills?
Mr. Fikens, Judge.
All right, Attorney Fikens.
I'm ready, Judge.
All right, you ready? It's Tuesday. Let's do it. And so I am sending you all to breakout room number 1, but it's not going to happen until I open all the breakout rooms. Mr. Griffin, who's next that needs to go in the breakout room?
We have several people, Your Honor, so I don't know where to start. We have a LaVon Wilson that was in warrant status since 2018 that was in drug court. That's bad.
Mr. Wilson needs to report to the courthouse. And so, Mr. Fikens, Mr. Reed,
Yes,
I'll
sir.
place you in the breakout room with Mr. Wilson, but that should be really quickly. I don't know where he is in the lineup. As a matter of fact, I'm going to wait to place you in the breakout room, Mr. Wilson. Who's next, Mr. Griffin, that needs to go in the breakout room?
Braylon Russell, Your Honor.
All right, Miss Russell, good morning to you. I am going to assign.
Good morning.
Good morning. I am going to assign Attorney Reed and Miss Russell. You're going to go to breakout room number 2 as soon as you get the invite.
Yes, Judge.
Miss Russell, you have your name down, don't you?
Yes.
Okay, I'm just not seeing it. Give me a second. There it is. All right, very good. And so, Mr. Griffin, when they come back, by all means, interrupt me so I can continue. We'll do the cases that don't need a case manager, an attorney. And then when they come back, we'll continue to send people to the breakout room as attorneys become available, okay?
Okay, Your Honor. And Mr. Morgan and Ms. Ross were on this morning, but they had to go to another courtroom. So they'll probably be joining us back shortly.
All right, wonderful, wonderful. Very good. With that, all right, I need your people, you're chatting to the whole group. I want to make sure that we not do that. If you are responding to someone, then you may do that if they're contacting you from my court, but we don't chat. All right, because I'm not reading it. Very good. Let's do it. I have the lineup on this morning for those who are not necessarily needing the attorney. Let's do, I have first on the list, Jalen Lewis. Where's Mr. Lewis? Mr. Lewis, is he on? Okay, I don't see him.
I saw him on, Your Honor, but I'm not sure
Where he went? All right,
where he went.
somebody reach out to Mr. Lewis and let him know. All right, Ms. Russell is in a breakout room, so we'll come back to her. And then I have a Kelly Leonard.
Your Honor, that's the case that we were checking for pay. She sent money and she's out of town, and we just we put her on the docket just to see if our money has been received so we can close the cases out. So
all right, let's call Miss Leonard then, because that one should be quickly. Where is Miss Leonard on this morning?
Yes, good morning, ma'am.
All right, good morning, Miss Leonard. I have the following matter for you. 06551-0581. State your name for the record.
Kelly Leonard.
Thank you, and good morning to you again, Miss Leonard.
Good morning.
All right, Mr. Sanford, can you please check to see if Miss Leonard has made her payment? Well, she's made it, but if it has posted, if it's reflected in the ROA. All right.
No, ma'am, it's not reflected in the RA.
It's not. All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Sanford. All right, Ms. Leonard, there's nothing I can do until it posts, and you understand that we've been waiting on you for a very long time. And so you're gonna have to wait on us because we are in the midst of a pandemic. We have limited staff that comes in. Of course, the mail, the post office has their issues as well. And so the best I can do is reschedule this for Friday in hopes that it will post by then, okay?
Okay, if it doesn't post by Friday, at this point, I'm okay with just paying again. If it'll be a gift to
I don't
Detroit.
recommend it, but I can't
Definitely do that.
stop you from paying again if that's what you want to do. But I'm gonna ask you to practice a little patience like we did for you, that we just reciprocate patience with each other. How about that?
Y'all arrested me.
I'm sorry.
Y'all wasn't patient. Y'all arrested me.
Well, after we waited on you for years, we'll let you arrest us if we wait for your money to post for years. But yeah,
I'm okay. I like you. You
we
want me to go
waited
to
for
jail.
y'all for years. We waited for you for years. We did. All right.
I'll give y'all another month.
Okay, and hopefully it won't take that long. No, really, Miss Leonard, hopefully it won't take that long. I want to bring you back because I know you want to get this behind you, but I want to make sure that things are taken care of on our end, okay?
Okay.
All
Thank
right,
you.
very good. So let me put you on, let me put you on for Friday. What's Friday's date, Mr. Griffin?
Your Honor, Friday, I don't have it right offhand.
All right.
It's the
The
14th.
14th.
All right, wonderful. Very good. Okay, so we will do Friday. What month are we in? Jeez. May 14th. That's what happens when you go to vacation. I don't even know what month we in. May 14th, 2021 at 8:30 a.m. Okay, Miss Leonard?
Okay, thank you.
All right, thank you so much for your patience. I'll see you Friday.
You're welcome. Have a nice day.
You too. Let's keep going. I am ready on, I'm ready on Miss Benjamin. Miss Benjamin, unmute for me. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
How are you this morning?
I'm good.
You good? You saw these people on, you said she never get into my case, huh?
Nah.
And look at you, Miss Leonard, Miss Benjamin, you first up on the list. Look at that.
Okay.
Let's do it. All right, I have case number 18057-86601 for Carolyn Benjamin. How are you today, Miss Benjamin?
I'm good. It's been a challenging week. I don't know how to put it. You know how you are trying to do the right thing and all this other negative stuff coming to your life? Like I blocked a whole lot of people on my phone, and for some reason or another, I was getting phone calls from a number I didn't recognize. So when I finally answered it with anger, like, who is this? Because they kept calling. People wanting a ride. These are people that I used to associate with when using. And then the other day I was cleaning out a suitcase, an old suitcase, and I found paraphernalia. So I'm like, I'm just being bombarded with some stuff, but I didn't react to it. It's like, let's throw this away. Let's not answer this phone no more with these numbers. So I want to say the devil, but a lot of times people don't get it like that. But yeah, a lot of that stuff has been just coming at me unexpectedly. But I've been dealing with it pretty good. So
you have been. What did you do to cope? What did you do to get through it? Because you did it, Miss Benjamin. Look at you.
Yeah.
You did it.
I just like, nope, you're not gonna get me. You're not gonna get me like this. You know, I even had a person that passed away last week, and somebody from the family called me and asked me, did I want to help clean the house up? And at first I said, yeah, to get the money. And then I was like, nope, all money ain't good money. I'm not setting myself up for that one. So nope. So it's like a lot of stuff like that been coming my way.
Good for you. All money is not good money. And you know that if it places your sobriety and what you're trying to do, the positive things that you're trying to do in life in jeopardy, it's okay to say no, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Look at you. I'm proud of you, Miss Benjamin. I know this has not been easy for you, but I am certainly proud of you. You're persevering. And that's what working this program is all about.
Thank you.
What can we do to help you to stay on track? Because you're doing it. We want to get in the fight with you. What can we do to help you?
You guys are good. You know what? At the beginning, when I told you something was different this time, I think what it is discipline.
You have some.
Because I'm so used to doing what I want to do when I want to do it, and so God was like, "We about to set this up where you can't do anything unless it's monitored, directed, or something." That's what I'm trying to say. So, and when you can't do something, you really don't desire it, because I haven't had any desires, but I had the other day I had a thought when the person who called to ask would I help them clean up the house. You know, the mind is something different, and it said, my mind said, "Oh, you could just do one," and I'm like, "You lying?" Because one turns into 1,000. So that's how I'm dealing with learning how to. I used to give in to the thoughts. Now I'm just not giving in to them because they lies. You know, I don't care how they present them to you. They're lies. And so I recognize that a little bit more now.
Yes, very good. I'm so glad you recognize it. I'm so glad you're making the tough decisions that you need to make, Ms. Benjamin, for you. And I hope everybody in the courtroom is listening. You have to make those tough decisions about the company you keep, about the places you go, about the money you earn, because you can make one wrong decision and it can completely throw you off, right?
Yeah, yeah.
I'm so glad you're doing it, Ms. Benjamin, because you deserve so much better. And you're doing it for yourself. I'm glad about it. All
Thank
right.
you.
You have any questions for the team this morning?
No, I already had touched base with Ms. Cleveland because DRP, you know, I think they're short of workers. So when I lost my first therapist who did the assessment, and then he left and turned it over to Mr. McLean, and I had to call Mr. McLean last night and asked him had he sent the assessment over to Ms. Cleveland, and he said he had not. And I said, well, she needs it for today, and because they've had plenty of time. So he said he wouldn't have it ready today, but then he told me I'm going to put something together and send it to her. So I hope she got it. She did. She said she got it. So
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Very good. Very good. That's right. You need to get your assessments done, or you have to see me every week until they're done. And Ms. Benjamin said, I am not interested in seeing the judge every week. And so I am going to get my assessment. Thank you, Ms. Benjamin, for saying it in such a nice way. But look, get it done, because it's important for us to know what we need to do to help you. Okay.
Okay.
All right, very good. Ms. Cleveland, before I hear from you, let me just say this, Mr. Hannah, I know that you have to go and do some training this morning with the city at 9 o'clock. I want you to go and do that. I see you. I know you're in good shape. I know you're doing what you're supposed to be doing. I just want to see your face, Cody.
Oh.
And
I wasn't gonna miss it.
and I don't want you to miss it, and I don't want you to be late. So you only have 6 months. Go do it. Ms. Cleveland will make sure you touch base with her today.
I
And
will.
then I'll see you in a couple of weeks. Good to see you. You look good.
You look good too.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Hannah. Thank you. All right. I'll see you in a couple of weeks.
Okay, thank you.
Very good. All right. Ms. Cleveland, anything you'd like to add as to Ms. Benjamin?
Your Honor, she's doing great. She's compliant with court's orders, and I did receive something, but it was a progress report. But the progress report is reflecting very good progress. So
Okay.
I'm still waiting on the assessment.
All right, very good, very good. Thank you, Ms. Cleveland, for staying on top of that. It is very important. All right, if nothing else, for Mr. Reed, Mr. Fikens, anything else?
Judge, I just returned from the breakout room. I
Okay.
didn't hear the conversation, but I would say be safe and continue to work the program. Thank you.
Thank you.
And if I might add, Miss Benjamin, I think you're realizing you're a lot stronger than you think you are. What a great story you have, and that's encouraging to all of us that you can say no sometimes, and you can determine what direction you're going in. So I appreciate it, man. We're very proud of you.
Thank you.
Very good. With that, Miss Cleveland, I heard Miss Benjamin go, when Mr. Fiker said, you're stronger than you think you are. You are stronger than you think you are. And look, you are closer to doing this thing than you've ever been before. So you've got to hang in there, okay?
Yes, yes. Thank
All
you.
right. I heard you. I'll be listening, Miss Benjamin. I'm listening. All right. Miss Cleveland, when do you have Miss Benjamin coming back to see me? Hopefully we can get that assessment. Since her progress is good, Miss Cleveland, I'm going to put her out for 2 weeks. We'll get that assessment, and if we have to make some adjustments, we will. But let's do 2 weeks for now.
Yes, Your Honor. That would be on May 25th, 2021 at 8:30 a.m.
All right.
May
Very
25th.
good.
Okay.
You got it, Miss Benjamin?
Yep, May 25th, 8:30.
All right. Good to see you. Continue to do well and stay safe, okay?
Thank you. Have a great day.
All right. You do the same. Very good. All right. Let's do it. I am ready on the jail. Let's do the jail because that should be really quick.
Actually, Judge, Ms. Mills hired an attorney,
Okay.
a Jeffrey Williams, or she
Okay.
thinks that's his name. So I don't know if they're online or not.
They're not. And so, Mr. Fikens, I don't know how long the jail wants to stay on, but Ms. Mills is going to be there for a moment. She walked away from the program. And so I can bring her back next week to give her attorney an opportunity to come and join us, but she's going to be there. She walked away from her program.
And Judge, there's also, I was told by the sheriff that there's go ahead. Sheriff, if you want to speak. Oh,
Somebody's echoing.
so anyway, there's a, she has to appear in Third Circuit for a tether, or at least there has to be some other hearing, or they've already provided or made orders for a tether. So yeah, she is going to be there for a while. I'd bring her back on a short review just to make sure that has been done before they.
Your Honor, ma'am.
Here we go.
Yes, good morning. Is that Deputy Pravanchi?
Yes, ma'am. Welcome back. I see you're highly motivated today. I like it.
Yes, sir. Good morning to you. How are you?
Very good. As far as Defendant Mills, we're in no rush, so we can stay on for another hour.
Okay. All right.
So that way we give her attorney time to dial in.
All right. Very good. And so, Deputy Pravanchi, are there some other pending charges with respect to Ms. Mills that's resulting in her needing a tether?
Yes, ma'am. She has a current case out of Frank Murphy. She has the AOI tomorrow. She did have a 5,000 10% bond, which she did bond out, and she's awaiting tether, but she's ineligible due to this case.
Okay. All right. Very good. And do you know what that charge is at Frank Murphy?
The charge, Your Honor, is operating while visibly impaired.
Oh my. Okay. All right. Well, if you all are willing to hang on, you can, or you can dial back in at like about 10:30. That would be great. Whatever you desire to do. We appreciate you working with us.
Yes, ma'am. We can stand by for now. We'll try to contact her attorney.
Okay, that's fine. I'll just let you know this, Deputy Pravanchi, she walked away from her program. So she's subject to having, being sanctioned for walking away, as well as I don't know what recommendation the team is going to make, because we have not staffed this case, and we won't staff until later today after court. And so she's going to be sitting there for a moment.
Do you want us just to dial in around 11:30?
No, I have an appointment. I have a meeting today at 11:30. So I won't be able to do it at 11:30.
Okay, we can stand by until then, ma'am.
Okay. All right. Sounds good.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Deputy.
All right. Very good. Okay, let's keep going. I have next, let's see, have you, Mr. Lewis, has Mr. Lewis joined us? Where are you? There you are, Mr. Lewis. I see you. And then we'll go to Braylon Russell. But before we do that, I just need a quick moment. Thank you so much. right. I am ready on Mr. Lewis. Good morning to you. If you could unmute yourself for me.
Good
I
morning.
have the good morning. I have the following for Jalen Lewis, 200-593-5001. Mr. Lewis, please state your full name for the record.
Jalen Lewis.
All right, Mr. Lewis, how are you this morning?
I'm good.
Good. You look so nice.
Thank you.
Where are you getting ready to go?
Back to sleep after this.
You said back to sleep? All right. So you got dressed to come to court. Look at you. All right. Very good. Good to see you, Mr. Lewis. How are things going with you?
Everything going good so far.
It's going good so far. Tell me what you've been doing. You know, I've been on vacation, so I feel like it's been forever since I've seen you. I know I saw you last week, but still.
I've been taking care of my NA meetings. You tell me 30 days. I ain't missed a day since.
All right. Tell me something you've learned or that you've contributed to those meetings.
I have not voiced my opinion in those meetings yet, but we talked about a few different things. I got it down on paper right here.
Okay. Tell me something you've learned. If you've
We
learned
talking about
anything.
staying focused or whatever, like just touching on, I don't know, like I can't say that I really like learned something through the conversations, but like we talk about relapse prevention, staying focused, anger management, and things like that kind of stuck out. So
Okay. Very good. Thank you for being fair and honest, saying I don't know that I've really learned anything, but at least you're listening, right?
yes, ma'am.
That's what I need you to do. I need you to go every day and I need you to listen. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. What else have you been doing?
I did my assessment or whatever. I've been down to the Detroit Republic Recovery Project a couple times. Met with my counselor or whatever. I'm supposed to call him today. He's supposed to set up a plan and everything. They just moving a little slow. But besides that, I've just been taking care of the family.
All right. Very good. Work is going well.
Yes, ma'am.
It is. Okay. Very good. And they're moving a little slow at Detroit Recovery Project, but they'll get it done. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Very good. Have you been having any challenges since the last time I've seen you with respect to staying on track with your program?
Not really, no.
No. What do you think's helping you to stay on track?
I'm sober.
I'm sorry?
I said I'm sober.
You are sober. So you're making some good decisions, right?
Yeah.
All
I
right.
wake up, I feel better when I wake up. I don't feel groggy or nothing. Take care of more business throughout the day and everything. So
That's a good thing, Mr. Lewis. Very good. Very good. And do you understand that you can do that every single day of your life going forward? You can wake up feeling good, have a really productive day, get things done, take care of business. You can actually do that. You understand that, don't you?
yes.
And you want that for yourself, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Because you actually like that feeling, don't you?
They do feel good.
That's good. That's good. All right. What do you need us to help you with, Mr. Lewis, if anything?
I'm in the moment just trying to set up these court days so I can just pay off the courts or whatever. I got the money to pay them off. I just got to set up these court days so I can get my license back.
Okay. I know you want to work on your license, and I think Miss Cleveland, we said that we look into that or what have you, and and get his license on track, get him on track to get his license, because you can't drive until you have a license, right?
Correct.
All right. Very good. Very good. All right. Miss Cleveland, what do you want to tell me about Mr. Lewis? Anything else that I need to know?
He's reporting accurately, and I did receive all the confirmations and verifications from the facility he's referring to. We're just waiting for the plan, the actual plan that they're going to present to the court, and he's complying with all the court orders. I'm very pleased to report that he's doing well.
All right, very good, Mr. Reed. Mr. Fikens, anything you'd like to add?
Yes, Judge, thank you. Ms. Lewis, a good report. You are very new to the program. You're working the program. You're at home. I know you want to be at home and work the program, but you know what you have to do to stay at home and work the program.
Yes, sir.
Good work. We talked a lot when you came into this program. You understand what you have to do. Work the program. Be safe. You look great. Keep up the good work. Do what you have to do to stay at home. Thank you, Mr. Lewis. Thank you, Judge.
Thank you.
Your Honor, if I might add, Mr. Lewis, first of all, I like your tie. I saw that. That was nice. Secondly, though, and more importantly, you've already gotten something out of the meetings. You're practicing patience. You can say about DRP that, well, just wait for them to get their work done. And that's real strong to me and shows great strength, sir. So keep up the good work. We are proud of you. Thank you, Judge.
Appreciate that.
All right, very good. Mr. Lewis, did you have any questions for any members of the team?
Not at the moment, no.
All right, very good. Ms. Cleveland, you did pull his SOS for the attorneys to look at the status of his driver's license?
I'm sorry.
No,
I
go
actually
ahead.
just left the Secretary of State not too long ago, so I got to pay the city of Hampshire making Royal Oak.
Oh, so we're not holding up your license, right?
No, ma'am. I already got Detroit paid off.
That's what I was going to report.
All right, so get it done, Mr. Lewis. The ball is in your court, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, very good. Okay, I need everybody to be, I've got a lot of feedback.
Cindy, are you turning yours on? Don't, because it's echoing.
You all are too close together or something. Please, it's disruptive to the courtroom. All right, where did Mr. Lewis go? There he is. Mr. Lewis, keep yours on. All right, if nothing else, Ms. Cleveland, when do you have Mr. Lewis coming back?
Your Honor, I have him coming back on May 18th, 2021 at 8:30 a.m. for a Zoom hearing.
Okay.
All right. Did you get that, Mr. Lewis?
Yes, ma'am.
Very good. Good to see you.
Good to see you too.
All right. Take care of yourself.
All right, y'all have a good day.
You too.
Your Honor,
Yes.
if I may, we do have a couple of graduates today, and we still have people that need to go in the breakout room. So I just want to keep you
Yes,
on
sir.
it.
And I
Okay.
definitely, I did. You all are doing the chat boxes. I'm getting texts. I'm getting chat boxes. So,
Sorry.
yeah,
Sorry.
I'm good, but I'm not that good, y'all. I'm trying to keep up. Here I go. All right. Let me find out who needs to go. Who's next on deck, Mr. Griffin, to go to a breakout room?
We have Carnelly Collins and Ronnie Griffin.
They both need to go into a breakout room. Okay.
Yes.
I do not see. Give me 1 second.
I think Ronnie Griffin is on a smart tablet, Your Honor.
You're muted, Judge. No. Free documents.
All right, give me 1 second, Judge. Mr. Sanford, if you are in the courtroom, the court monitor is muted. If you are in the courtroom, they are trying to reach you from Judge Bryant's courtroom regarding a case. I need somebody to reach out to Judge Bryant to make sure that everything is taken care of. Mr. Kendall was supposed to appear on my docket today. He's not on. Are you all familiar with a referral to our mental health court?
Yeah, Your Honor. We had talked about that. He had came in before. He had came in like a week or so ago. He didn't want to do mental health court, so you sent him back to Judge Bryant.
Right, but did Judge Bryant order him to do mental health court? Let me ask her. Just give me 1 second.
Okay.
Judge Bryant is sending him to specialty court team. And so who's taking that call? It should be Rhonda still this morning, Ms. Stage.
Yeah, Mr. Morgan had checked. Yeah, Mr. Morgan had checked into it, Your Honor. I don't know if you recall, but Mr. Lorenz had interviewed him and he denied to come in, and he had came into your courtroom, so you had sent him back.
Right,
And,
but if he's
yeah.
being ordered, that becomes a moot point. He doesn't have a choice.
Okay.
Part of
Yeah.
his probation.
Yeah. So Mr. Morgan did reach out to her because we had got a call from MDOC. He's also being sentenced on a felony coming up also. So. So yeah, I think you probably have to reach out to Miss Rhonda and get them set up to somebody else, because I think Mr. Lorenz was the last person to interview him, Your Honor.
Okay, that's fine. So Judge, did you hear that?
I did.
Okay. All right, very good. And so thank you, Mr. Griffin. I appreciate that. And so who did we indicate needed to go into a breakout room?
They both on phones, Your Honor. It's Mr. Ronnie Griffin. He's on a smart tab, Lenovo smart tab. And Mr. Carnelli Collins, he's on a Moto Galaxy phone, Your Honor.
All right, I see Mr. Collins. I'm gonna put him in. It just makes it. All right, and then you said Mr., give me the last name again.
It's Ronnie Griffin.
Mr. Griffin, okay, let me put his name. Okay, very good. And so if I'm going to do graduations and things of that nature, I need to have one of the attorneys in the courtroom. And so I want to call Braylon Russell next, and then I'll move to graduations. Ms. Russell was on early. Some of our graduates joined us a little bit later. And so I'd like to get Ms. Russell done. And then, so who would go into the breakout room with, who should be first, Mr. Griffin?
Ronnie Griffin was on before Mr. Collins, Your Honor.
All right, and so I'll send, who's gonna go into the breakout room with Ronnie Griffin?
I'll go in with Mr. Griffin and I want Mr. Reed to do the graduations, Your Honor.
All right, very good. And so that's exactly what I will do. I am going to move you, Mr. Fikens, to breakout room number 3. And then Mr. Uh-oh, I should have done something different. Nope. No, Mr. Fikens, not breakout room number 3. Give me a second, I messed it up. All right. I am going to send Mr. Fikens and Mr. Griffin to breakout room number 4. Please accept that invitation.
Yes, Judge, thank you.
All right, very good. And then I am going to have Ms. Russell, if you could unmute for me, please. I am calling case, Ms. Russell is not on my docket this morning, and so I guess she was put on. Oh, yes, I see it. I see it now. Never mind. I have case number 19C41492 for Braylon Russell. Ms. Russell, state your full name.
Braylon Russell.
All right, Ms. Russell. Ms. Russell, Ms. Russell, Ms. Russell. First of all, I'm glad to see you.
I'm glad to see you too, Judge Holmes.
All right, how are you?
I'm okay.
Okay. Have you taken the necessary steps to address the incident that you experienced? Have you taken those steps?
So not yet, because I'm kind of dealing with some health issues right now, and I haven't taken the steps to put out a restraining order or any of those things yet.
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about were the police notified?
Oh, yes, the police were notified.
All right. And you're following through?
Yes.
Okay. That's what I want to know about.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, the police were notified. Yeah.
Yes. Absolutely. We don't take matters into our own hands. We make sure that we follow proper protocol, which would be to involve the Detroit police, assuming it happened in Detroit. And so I don't want to, you're not going to place your health issues on the record. What I want to know is, Ms. Braylon, are you doing what you're supposed to do to stay on track? Because while I know that you've gone through a traumatic event, right now it's so important for you to stay on track so that you can make some good decisions for yourself, so that you can do the things that you need to do to stay on track.
Right. And this situation just solidified just how much more I need to be on track, not even just with my program, but with my life, because I can't keep going through traumatic, experiences. If I want my life to be at peace, that's not going to happen, especially situations that, I personally put myself in. So definitely, this right here just made me reevaluate things even more on a different type of scale, and motivated me to get everything in order, period, every aspect of my life, because these things are affecting the priorities that I have and the things that I'm trying to do.
Yeah. It's difficult, isn't it?
It's hard.
Yeah. Because for some reason, when we're not doing what we're supposed to do to make good decisions for ourselves, we attract other people in our circle who don't make good decisions, right?
That energy and the energy that you surround yourself with, all of the things that come with it is so true. Like, if you surround yourself with people whose energy is not right, who has bad karma, any of those things that can attach on to you. That's why it is so important to surround yourself with people who have good energy and people who are making good choices, because their energy can attach onto you, and you can, like, end up going through things that you shouldn't even be in the situation where it can even happen.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And I did write that essay, and I did want to read a little bit of it if you allow me to.
Yeah, I'm going to allow you to. I'm going to tell you, very, very concerned about you, to the point where I asked them to go do a wellness check because I needed to make sure that everything was well with you, because what I was seeing was out of character for you. And so, look, I'm glad you're alive. I know that this is a traumatic situation. I hope that you have learned from it. I really hope that you have learned something from it. It sounds like you have. But Ms. Russell, I don't think it's any coincidence that you're here with us in specialty court, and that you are, whether people think they're being made to do something. I differ from you. I differ in my opinion of specialty court, because at the end of the day, we all have choices, whether we're in court or not. We could just make good choices or bad choices, and bad choices have consequences and good choices have benefits, but you still have a choice, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so I think that the ability to be here in an environment where you are encouraged, nudged, prodded to make good choices is going to work for you in every aspect of your life. And so what I'm
photo right here.
is that you will take advantage of it. Take advantage of it. Please, if you are joining us, mute your device. Thank you so much. All right. And so Mr. Reed, I think you went into, I'm going to let you do a little bit of your essay, but I want to hear from Mr. Reed first, okay? Mr. Reed, I think you went
Yes,
into
Judge,
breakout.
I did. Yes, Judge, I did go into the breakout room. Thank you for that opportunity. After talking with my client, it's my opinion that she was the victim of domestic violence assault. She was hospitalized because of the domestic violence assault. Um, she continues to work the program. From my conversations with her, she still wants to work the program. I indicated to her that our concern is that she is safe, that she is not a victim, and that she does work the program. And so I support her 100%, Judge. She was very cooperative in our discussions, and I won't put any more on the record. I'll talk about it as staffing,
Okay.
but I'm glad she's safe. She wants to continue the program, and I expressed my concerns and my support to Ms. Russell. Thank you, Judge. Thank you, Ms. Russell.
All right, very good. Ms. Cleveland, what is it that you'd like me to know about Ms. Russell that you can place on the record? But I would like to staff Ms. Russell's case on today.
Your Honor, when this incident occurred, she did reach out to me immediately. We had several discussions, and then something happened that, you know, raised your concern, and you did send out the wellness check for her, which resulted in it was a good thing, because then I was able to re-engage with Ms. Russell after losing contact with her. She wants to remain compliant. I believe she was getting back again on track with that, but I think you know, this might have been a disruption, but even with this disruption, she was still trying to make good progress. But I'm sure it was quite a bit going on, and I just would like to recommend that we allow her to, you know, try to regain her standing and go back on track again.
All right, Ms. Cleveland, I want to staff Ms. Russell's matter because I know that there were some issues, and I want to revisit this. But today, I'm just glad to see Ms. Russell. I know that she's not off track to the point where I need to be concerned about whether we need to sanction. Some of the things that may have her a little off track right now are not from her own doing. And so I'd like to talk about that in staffing today.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Ms. Russell, I want to hear what you wrote in that essay.
Okay. Okay, so I'm just gonna so I did do a full page like you told me to do. I'm going to read my introduction statement, and then I'm going to read my closing statement.
Okay, but I want you to turn the entire assignment in to Ms. Cleveland.
Yes,
Because
right,
I want
yes.
to read the entire
Yes.
piece of it. Okay, very good. Go right ahead.
Okay. Good decisions are the product of wisdom. Wisdom is the product of experience. Making the right choices in life determines how your life goes. Making good choices is one of the most fundamental factors that determines how well you meet your responsibilities and achieve your personal goals. Life is a never-ending learning process, and we must choose at every step of life, and these choices either take us one step towards our goal or may lead to our failure. Every failure can teach us a lesson. Your decisions determine your destiny. I pray, that was my introduction. I'm gonna just close. I pray I continue to make good choices and be blessed. I envision myself becoming very successful as I continue to put God first and everything else second. As I do that, and as I remember who I am fighting for and working for, I will have what I am longing for. Your life is a result of your choices. If you don't like your life, it's time to make better choices.
Ms. Russell. Ms. Russell. I think that this program could not have happened at a better time for you. I just believe that. I hope that other participants in the courtroom that you were listening, because out of the mouth of Ms. Russell, who is it? I see you all, Stephanie, and I see you. I see y'all. Look, because out of the mouth of this young lady, she's in her 20s, words of wisdom. Make good choices. When you have what you can control are the things you should control. I get to control the choice that I make. Once I make that choice, I lose the power over what happens once that choice is made. The only power I have is to make the choice, the initial choice. Once I make that choice, then all of my power and everything kind of falls into the hands of other people or circumstances or police officers or hospital staff or but I have the power to choose. It is the greatest Tool, someone needs to mute. I need you to mute. I don't know who joined us. You're not muted. I need you to mute. Please, I don't want to keep asking you to do that either. Work with me, please. All right. That's one of our greatest tools that we have in life, and we probably don't use it enough, right? We let other people choose for us, or we make, half-hearted choices, and then we end up with all of the consequences. And usually one poor choice leads to another one, right? Yeah. All right, Miss Russell, I need you to take good care of yourself. How's your grandfather doing?
He's doing good.
All right.
It was my first Mother's Day without my Nana, so it was,
Yeah, I know. All right, how'd you do?
Good. I was just with him because I wasn't with my mom because all the COVID situation with my little sisters and stuff. So I didn't go over there. I just FaceTimed her and stuff like that. But it was okay. It was okay.
All right. I'm glad you made it through.
Thank you.
And I hope that some of the resources that we provided to you, you will use them, because life is going to happen every day you wake up, right? It's going to happen. And that's not to minimize anything that you've gone through or that you've experienced having your first Mother's Day without your grandmother, who obviously played a huge role in your life. But make sure you use those tools, okay? Those resources. All right?
Yes.
All right. Miss Cleveland, when are you going to bring Miss Russell back to see me? Again, I want to staff her case.
Your Honor, she was originally scheduled for May 20th, 2021 at 8:30 a.m.
I need to bring her back earlier than the 20th.
Would you like her to come back this Thursday, Your Honor?
Wait, is next week the 20th? Or is that what you're saying, Miss Cleveland?
Yes, Your Honor.
That's not what you're saying, Miss Cleveland.
Yes.
All right. Let's keep her on. Let's keep Miss Russell on May 20th. And after we staff her, Miss Cleveland, if we need to bring her back earlier, Miss Russell, you're in touch with Miss Cleveland. We'll make sure we communicate that to Miss Russell, okay?
Okay.
All right. So we'll keep you on for the 20th.
Okay, thank you.
All right, but if you need us, reach out, Miss Russell, okay?
Okay.
All right, very good. All right. So let's go to, I know we have a couple of people that's going to graduate on today. I see the detention center has joined us as well. And so I'm not certain who we have at the detention center. Does anyone know?
Mr. Cicero.
No, I don't, Your Honor. This is the first time I'm seeing him, so.
I believe Miss Mills is present and I'm representing Miss Mills.
Okay, good morning to you. Thank you so
Morning,
much.
Judge.
Do you need to go in a breakout room with Miss Mills?
Sure, yes.
You do? Okay, wonderful. Mr. Perlman, let's see. I'm going to place you in a breakout room with Miss Mills. Give me 1 second. I'm in court. If you're not dying, you have to call me back. I know that sounded really mean, but my kids think I'm on call with them all the time. So sorry, you all. When it's court time, they have to be dying in order to get my attention. It does not belong to them. All right, the jail and Attorney Perlman, I am assigning you all to breakout room number 5. Please accept that invitation. All right, and with that, I'm gonna ask the DDC to unmute because I want to make the best use of my time. Miss Mills, you may want to let them know that they need to, Deputy Vermonti, to accept the invitation to breakout room number 5. All right, tell me who's at the detention center. Can you give us your name?
DeJuan Cicero.
The Cicero, welcome back. I remember Mr. Cicero walked away from his program. Oh, Mr. Cicero, and you know I really do like you. I'm so glad to see you, but you're gonna be there with us for a minute. And so
It's
I
no
need
problem.
Miss
It's time
Drew.
to turn myself in.
You turned yourself in, Mr. Cicero.
Absolutely. I'm ready to get it over with. Absolutely.
I don't want you to just get it over with. Are you ready to get the help that you need?
I am, yes, of course. Why not? I have no problems for real, but if you think I need help elsewhere, I'm here to get it right now, today.
Well, the point is, do you think you need help?
Yes, I do. I do. I
All
do.
right. Very good. So this is what I'll have to do. Mr. Griffin, are you on? Mr.
Yes,
Griffin?
Your Honor.
Oh, I
Yes.
see you now. All right, Mr. Griffin, reach out to Ms. Drew, get the information on Mr. Cicero so we can place it on the record, because I appreciate DDC and the jail working with us, and I want to move them along as quickly as possible. But I know Mr. Cicero walked away. He's so nice. And now, Mr. Cicero, you're so nice, gonna be in jail. And you just, Mr.
Yes,
Cicero.
ma'am.
But look, you
I
turn
trust you.
yourself in, that will go a long way with me. It will go, Mr. Cicero, that will go a long way with me. And so, Mr.
Yes, ma'am.
Fikens, you probably need to go in a breakout room with
Yes,
Mr.
and Judge,
Cicero.
I will. I just want to put on the record his case number, right? Because I was sent that by somebody. I
Okay,
think it was
let me
Drew.
have you all go into, you can put the break, actually,
No,
what'll happen,
I'll
Mr.
wait.
Fikens, you can go in the breakout room, see where Mr. Cicero is with everything, but
Yeah.
you know that I'm gonna have to bring him back,
Yes,
right?
and that was going to be my recommendation. Once we go on, officially on the record, that's going to be my recommendation. I assume after I talk with Mr. Cicero, given what he said, but I wish to go in the breakout room with him right now, Judge.
All right, very good. And so what I'm going to do, I don't mess this up really, really good. Mr. Fikens, I do not see you in my breakout rooms.
Uh-oh. Hold on.
Oh, there you are. There you are. All right. And so I am going to send Attorney Fikens to breakout room number 6. And Mr. Cicero, you are going to go to breakout room number 6 as well. As soon as I can find you somewhere. For some reason, I don't see him. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe, here we go. Give me a second. All right, there's the invitation. Have them accepted, Mr. Cicero at the DDC.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, very good. I'm ready to do our graduates, and then I need everybody to just be patient for just a second. And so let's do our graduates, because one day you're going to graduate too, and you're not going to sit in court all day for your graduation. So let's do it. Who do I have, Mr. Griffin, that's going to be graduates this morning?
And I think Miss Cleveland has 3 graduations, if I'm not mistaken. I know Miss Ariane Kennedy.
Stephanie Henson.
Stephanie Henson
and Miss Polly.
And Miss Polly.
All right, let's do it. Here we go. I'm going to start off with Miss Polly. I'm going to call your case numbers and then have you place your appearance on the record. I have case number U625-636-10 and U563-53420. State your name for the record.
Amanda Polly.
Good morning, Miss Polly. How are you this morning?
I am great, Judge Holmes. How are you? How was your vacation?
It was wonderful. I ate a lot of food I shouldn't be eating. I saw family that worked on my nerves. It was hot and humid. So it was a great vacation. How about that? All right. Let me also put Ms. Henson's matters on the record, U390-45817 and SP102-11891. Ms. Henson, state your full name for the record.
Stephanie Henson.
Good morning, Ms. Henson. How are you this morning?
I'm great. How was your Mother's Day?
It was a good Mother's Day, spent with all of my sisters, and so I could not have done anything better given the circumstances. How about that? Yeah.
Yeah.
And we did not work each other's nerves too bad. So that was really, really good. We made
Yeah.
it through. Yes, we did. We had a couple of close calls. We made it through. All right. Let me place Ms. Kennedy. I'm going to have you unmute as well. And I have case number SP 11050221 for Ariane Kennedy. Good morning, Ms. Kennedy. State your full name for the record.
Ariane Kennedy.
Good morning to you. How are you this morning?
I'm wonderful.
All right, this is it for the three of you. I had all three. I called all sets of cases. Look, I see all of this new specialty court family on the screen. Hunter, I see Hunter on the screen. I see all of the specialty court family on. I see, but I'm having a senior moment. I cannot remember. Oh, it's got to come to me.
Ariana.
Ariana, okay. All right, yes. All of this new family. Look, I'm like, I'm having a senior moment. I'm just, okay. All right, very good. And look, I want to say to all of you before Ms. Cleveland tells us why she has presented you for graduation on today. It has been a pleasure to work with you all. It has not been easy for either of you. It's not ironic, I think, that you all three graduated on the same day. But what I will say to you is that I appreciate the fact that each one of you decided that you would go all the way. You may have come kicking and screaming, but you decided, I'm going to go all the way and get to the finish line. I want you to know that I'm proud of you. I'm proud of your accomplishments. I'm proud of your perseverance. I'm proud of the fact that you did not let tiny obstacles or even just major obstacles, some of you, hinder you from getting to where you wanted to be, and that is on a path of recovery. My hope for each one of you is that you will continue to do the things that you've been doing with us over at least the past year. Because now you should know, if you don't know, that you have the ability to not just be clean and sober, but you have the ability to live a life of recovery, meaning you have the ability to make good decisions. You have the ability to choose better surroundings. You have the ability to make sure that you're taking care of yourself first. You have the ability to make sure that you're making the proper sacrifices and that you're not putting yourself at risk for the good of others. And so because you know you have that ability, I hope that you will continue to exercise that ability for the rest of your life. And so I hope that your encounter with us, that it's resulted in you being a better person, wanting better things in life. I hope that going forward, you understand that we don't throw you away just because you have completed the program. We will always be here for you. You can pick up the phone, you can Zoom in. Hopefully we're going to go back to some normalcy after everybody gets the vaccine, because I got it for you. I need you to get it for me. After everybody gets the vaccine, we'll be back in the courthouse. And so you can stop into the courthouse. Whatever you need to do, pick up the phone. We are still here for you because we want to make sure that the work that we've done with you over the past year plus, that you continue to stay on that path and that you choose to stay on that path. And so with that, Miss Cleveland, let's start with Miss Pauly. Tell me about Miss Pauly, why you're presenting her, what improvements she's made.
Your Honor, I respectfully move this court to discharge Miss Amanda Pauly from probation for the following reasons. Ms. Pauly has successfully completed all conditions of our court program to include 40 plus hours of community service, the ARM program, and all other requirements as ordered. And she did receive the necessary aftercare information for her continued success after the program completion. I would like to congratulate Ms. Pauly on her success in our program.
Wonderful. All right, Miss Pauly, what have you learned since you've been with us?
It's been almost 16 months, 15 and a half months. Been a long journey. Best thing that could have ever happened to me, Judge Holmes. Honestly, I've acquired so many life skills and beneficial situations. In the beginning, I was like, oh man, you know, I didn't know what to do. I was trying to tell Miss Cleveland that I couldn't go to transitional housing because I couldn't afford rent. Well, get a job then, you know, obviously that's common sense. I've received my license. I had about 8 legal matters that are all cleared up now. I've gotten reunited with my son, my family. I'm back in school. I'm currently off work because I just had a baby. Stop it, Sandy.
But she's getting a job with me on Thursday.
Yep.
Nice.
Testing, just having money and everything. I got a good place in the fellowship at NA, you know. I got a great support system, and I couldn't have done it if it wasn't for the push that I got in specialty court. And you guys gave me the tools that I needed to have a lifetime of recovery, and I'm never going back. Well, I mean, just for today, I'll say I'm not going back, and tomorrow and the next day, but still. And I couldn't have done it without you guys. You guys, in the past year, I've accomplished more than I ever have in my whole adult life, you know, and I just never seen myself doing anything other than using and, you know, working the streets and stuff like that. And just the foundation that I have established for myself right now, you know, things are only going to get better for me. So, and don't worry, I know you guys are always going to be there for me. You're part of my life now too. So whether you like it or not, you ain't going nowhere.
Nowhere. All right, y'all. Let's celebrate Miss Paulie. Congratulations. Yeah, you are absolutely right. It has been a pleasure. It has been. All right, Miss Cleveland, what do you want to tell me about Miss Henson?
Your Honor, I respectfully move this court to discharge Ms. Henson from probation for the following reasons. Ms. Henson has successfully completed all conditions of this court program to include over 40 hours of community service, the ARM program, all other requirements as ordered by the court, and she did receive the necessary aftercare information that she will use going forward. I would like to congratulate her on and wish for her continued success beyond this day.
All right, Miss Henson, what do you want to tell us? What have you learned?
I've learned a lot of stuff. I want to say that from here on out, I'm just going to keep doing things that make me elevate, number one. And then I'm only going to surround myself with people that can make me better and I can help make them better. I am officially a certified recovery coach.
Yeah! Yeah! Uh-oh, you all are freezing
up. Which I never worked a day in my life until I found it.
Uh-oh.
Can you hear
say
me
that
now?
again? We heard about the recovery coach. We didn't hear anything after that.
Okay, I got my license. I'm officially warrant free.
Yeah!
I never seen that. I never thought I would ever be warrant free, but and that means a lot to me because that was one of my biggest triggers. I felt like I could just keep on doing what I was doing because I'd end up in jail anyways. I didn't think, oh, you can just take care of everything and never have to worry about it, you know? And I had my first Mother's Day and it was just, I'm about to start crying because I'm just so grateful for everything that's happened.
Yeah.
Don't cry. You make me cry. I did good, man.
They're good tears. They're good
and I'm just so
tears.
grateful for the support of all of you at my drug court. And then I know I'm just so grateful. I can't talk anymore because I cry every time. I love my support team. Kelly Arivalo, I say it wrong every time, but she's one of my biggest mentors. I look at her as a bonus sponsor too. Sandy Curran supported me through all of this, and I just couldn't have done it without everybody. And Amanda Foley, of course.
Yeah, yeah. You all did it. Very good. All right. I need us. Let's celebrate. Come on, y'all. Let's celebrate Miss Henson. Yeah, Miss Henson. Yes, Miss Henson. Very good. Miss Sandy, from the team, anybody want to say anything? I see you, Miss Sandy.
I'm almost finishing up my year here in August, and I've been with both these girls for their whole ride, and I am so proud of their growth. And I've pushed them hard to make them grow into the recovery. They both come back to Stanford House every week and sponsor, do a meeting, run a group. I mean, they're working the recovery and they're staying involved in the house that gave it to them. And of course, the judge and the opportunities that kept them clean. And that was you.
Look,
Yes,
Can I
appreciate
add
the
something
work.
too?
Yes.
I just want to say, if there's anybody new in drug court right now, that staying involved throughout your recovery is one of the biggest inspirations to me. It's one of the things that help me the most, is to stay involved.
Yes, absolutely. Look, Miss Sandy, you know that I truly appreciate the work that you all do at Hope House. You know that I do. And I just appreciate it. Takes all of us. We can't do it all at the court, right? And so it takes everybody's hands on deck, the providers, the community, people that just believe in what we're doing and believe in the people that we are trying to help. And you all certainly provide that. And so, you know, I'm so grateful to be in partnership with Hope House. And I just look forward to
Stanford
many
House,
more.
Stanford House.
Yeah. I'm looking for many more ladies to sit at that table and talk about how their lives have been transformed because of the provisions and the support that you all have given them. So thank you so much. I appreciate you.
We appreciate you, Judge.
Right. All right. Wait a minute. We still have Miss Kennedy. Tell us about Miss Kennedy.
Thank you, Your Honor. Again, I respectfully move this court to discharge Ms. Ariane Kennedy from probation for the following reasons. Ms. Kennedy has successfully completed all conditions of this court program to include over 40 hours of community service, the ARM program, all other requirements as ordered, and she did receive the necessary aftercare information to use following this program. On completion of this program, I would like to congratulate her on her job well done and wish her continued success in the future.
All right, Miss Kennedy, you thought this day would never come, and it's here.
Yeah.
What do you want to say to people? We have a mixture of individuals in the courtroom today. Some are in the program, don't really want to be in here. It's just too much. I have to dial on at 8:30. It's 9:50. The judge still haven't called my case. Some people we have folks that are returning from jail, through the jail, that are returning, through lockup because they've walked away. What would you say to them? Some of them feel like, my issue is really not that bad. Why am I even here? What would you say to them to help them?
I came into this program kicking and screaming.
Exactly.
I was highly upset. I didn't feel I needed it, but going through the program has probably changed my life. It has changed my life completely. Miss Russell, seeing her reminded me of myself. When I began this program, I was actually in a toxic relationship. Very horrible. And I was in it for 10 years. I was able to walk away from that and actually better my life. I learned self-love. I learned that in this program, you have to give back to other people because they're what keep you motivated. I stayed involved in a lot of programs. I went in and out of Wayne County and Naomi's Nest. And I was blessed enough to meet Billy Joe Yaya.
Billy Joe Yaya. You know I love Billy Joe, right?
I love Billy Joe, and me and her we had the same court date, and we went to Naomi's Nest, and we were released almost on the same day. And I'm still in contact with Billy Joe. And we made a promise that we were going to make it through this program. And she has been my inspiration. To see her change and flourish so much. It's what's been motivating me. I've had a lot of help with DRP, Miss Alice J. A lot of sponsors, Miss Cleveland, just so much support and completely life-changing.
Yes, absolutely. Miss Kennedy, I'm so glad you decided to stay a while and work this program. We've seen you blossom, and so the best is yet to come for all of you ladies the best is yet to come. So hang in there with your recovery. I need to make sure Ms. Pauly doesn't leave us because the attorneys still need to address everybody. All right, I see you. They need to address everybody, and they have some motions to make. But before they do that, let's celebrate Miss Kennedy. Miss Kennedy, I'm so proud of you. I am. Congratulations to you. Yes.
Thank
All
you.
right, Mr. Reed and Mr. Vikings.
Hey, Gianna, can I say something before there you go?
Yes.
I've been involved with all three of these ladies before, when they came on probation, some from 2018, 2019, and it was a struggle. But I'm glad to see y'all at this point, Miss Pauly, Miss Henson, Miss Kennedy. Remember going through the intake process and where y'all were and to see where y'all are today. I am so proud of y'all. It's almost an emotional thing. I just love these type of feelings. Is let us know that the work that we're doing and the work that y'all do, because without y'all, we couldn't do this. So very proud of y'all. Continue to give back, continue to be recovery coaches, continue to preach sobriety. And I'm just so very proud of all of you ladies, because it was we started off and it took a while to get here, but we made it here. So very proud of y'all, but continue y'all success and make sure y'all come back and visit us.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Griffin. All right, the attorneys, let's do it.
Thank you, Judge. I'll start with Miss Pauly, and I'm going to be making motions for all the young ladies, but we'll start with Miss Pauly. And before I make the motion, Judge, I want to congratulate Miss Pauly. A job well done. The program is not an easy program. It's not intended to be an easy program, but you successfully completed it. Congratulations on driver's license. Congratulations on unification with family members, on all the positive things you've done. And keep up the good work and be safe. You had 2 cases on the docket, and both of these cases are dismissible cases. So I will be making a motion that the cases be dismissed. And my first motion, Judge, is case number U-625-63610, case number U-5635-3420. I'm moving that both of these cases be dismissed and be closed. And congratulations, Ms. Pauly, and be safe. Thank you, Judge. Thank you very much. And if I may, I'll move now to Ms.
Hold on, Mr. Reed. With respect to your motions for Ms. Pauly, I'm granting your motions. I'm dismissing both cases without prejudice. And Ms. Drew, you can let me know if there's anything else outstanding. I believe that settles everything it should at 36th District Court. All right, Mr. Reed?
No, ma'am. Judge. And now I'd like to address Ms. Henson, if I may. And she has 2 tickets, 2 cases, and they're both dismissible. But before I make the motion, I want to congratulate Ms. Henson for completing the program successfully. A job well done. Congratulations on the driver's license. Congratulations on the recovery coach position. It's all good. You have such a great positive attitude. Keep up the good work. Be safe. And now I'll make the motion. Judge, I'm moving at the following cases. U-390-45817 and case number SP-10211891. Both of those cases be dismissed and closed. And congratulations, Ms. Henson, and be safe. Thank you, Judge.
All
Your
right.
Honor,
Thank you. Yes.
can I ask you a quick question? Is there any way that those can be expunged?
They are all dismissed. Is that correct, Miss? Those are all dismissible offenses. They're going to be dismissed.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So,
Okay.
Ms. Reed, I am granting your motion. Your motion to dismiss without prejudice. All of the cases, the 2 cases for Ms. Henson, they are dismissed without prejudice. And my clerk has notified me that Ms. Henson has no other outstanding matters at 36th District Court. Wonderful. All right. As to Ms. Henson, I'm not at Ms. Henson, Ms. Kennedy.
Ms. Kennedy, thank you, Judge. Ms. Kennedy has 2 cases on the docket. One case is a dismissible case, it's a NOP. The other case is a drinking and driving case. It can't be dismissed, but it can be closed with improvement. And I will make motions on those 2 cases. Before I make the motions, I'd like to make a couple remarks, if I may, to Ms. Kennedy. Congratulations, Ms. Kennedy, on your completion of the program. We understand it wasn't easy. You worked hard. We're proud of you. We're proud of everything you've done with the program. Keep up the good work. Be safe. We're here for you if you want to get back in touch with us at any time. Remember, the program is about our participants. It's not about us. You all do the hard work, and we're so proud of the work that you've done. Ms. Kennedy, be safe. I'm going to stop talking and make the motions now. Judge, I'm moving that the following case be dismissed. SP 11050-221, and the next case be closed with improvement. Z 8067021. Closed with improvement. Congratulations, Ms. Kennedy.
Mr. Reed, on that last case, the last case, that case number should be Z8071371. Is that correct?
Yes. I had 8067021, but I may have written down the wrong number.
Okay.
If the court has a better number, I will follow.
I have a better number, Mr. Reed. I'm granting your motion to dismiss without prejudice. Case number SP 11050-221, and I'm granting your motion to close with improvement. Case number Z 8071371. I need everybody in the courtroom to join me in congratulating all of the ladies on this morning on their successful completion of specialty court. Congratulations to all of you. We are very, very proud of you. If you want to see me zoom in, stop by the court, but don't come with the case. All right. You don't have to do that in order to stop in and tell us hello. It has been a pleasure. Make sure you wait for your paperwork. You'll get it in the mail. If you don't receive it, reach out to your case manager. Hold on to that paperwork. And so I wish you all the best. Take care. Goodbye.
Thank you for correcting me, Judge. I wrote down Mr. Lamar's number instead of Ms. Kennedy's number.
That's okay. We're all good. All right. Very good. Thank you all for your patience on this morning to celebrate those who have completed our program. I'm ready to go to the Wayne County Jail. Deputy Pravanchi, you have been so patient. Thank you. And if you can mute, that would be great. All right. While they're unmuting, thank you so much.
Can you hear me, Your Honor?
I can hear you. Thank you so much, Deputy Pravanchi.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. I need someone to, I have Ms. Mills on my docket. Case number 14062-86501. Counsel, if you could state your appearance at this time.
Good morning, Your Honor. Jeff Perlman on behalf of Ms. Mills.
All right, thank you. And Ms. Mills, place your appearance on the record.
Gadia Mills.
Good morning again to you, Ms. Mills. All right, the case manager that was assigned, and Mr. Griffin, are you giving the update? You may proceed at this time.
Yes, Your Honor, I will. I'll just give you a little brief history of the case. Ms. Mills came into drug court on July the 12th of 2018. She signed a 15-month contract. Ms. Mills absconded from supervision of drug court on December 13th of 2019, where Your Honor signed the warrant. So she has been absconded ever since then. It seems like she has had new police contact, Your Honor. I haven't had an opportunity to check that or whatever, but she was before you on an OWI second. So if it's at third circuit, it must be a third. So this is where we're at, Your Honor. So she's been absconded since 2019, Your Honor.
All right, very good. Mr. Perlman, I'll hear from you in our specialty court. You know, we have, I don't know how familiar you are with the specialty court, but whenever there's a violation, it can be sanctioned. And of course, absconding from the program is a sanctionable offense, as well as the court has to determine how to handle Ms. Mills' matter going forward. On today, I'm only here because she, of course, has been picked up for something. And because she has a remand in the system, they brought her back to me. It's my understanding she has posted a bond, waiting on a tether, but this particular case is holding her. And so I'm dealing today only with the sanction piece of it, because the team, we are required to staff Ms. Mills' matter to determine how we go forward with whether or not she's going to continue with the program, what that's going to look like. And so I'm not going to make that decision today. I'm only dealing with the sanction piece of it that she has absconded.
Thank you, Your Honor. Well, as you know, as fate would have it, she's ended up back before Your Honor, and this is so inspiring to see what what's happening here, and it's amazing how people are transforming their lives. And speaking to Miss Mills, I think at this point, Your Honor, she's reached that point where she gets it. She's been she lost her mother in September, who was very obviously very close to her, and she found herself back in this situation, and she's been in custody for 3 weeks, and just the the tragedy of that on both spectrums has just sent shockwaves through her, and she realizes that she's come to a point where she realizes that she needs help, and she wants help, and she's wants to be committed to sobriety. And Your Honor, I'm just asking, I don't know if the court again indicated, I'm not sure the court's making this type of decision today, but she wants another opportunity. She wants another chance to get back on board and to and to correct herself. She's such she's a young girl with so much potential, and she's at that point where transformation can happen, and I think she's gained the perspective, and now it's time to really merge right in and get the tools. And I think she's at that point, and I'm just asking Your Honor to give her another chance. She has a lot of good things going on for her. She has a strong support system, and she realizes she can't cope with her problems by resorting to drugs or alcohol. Her way doesn't work, and she's fully present to that.
All right. Thank you, Attorney Perlman. And so I will say to you, Ms. Mills, I'm glad to see you. You know that I think that, I think very highly of you, Ms. Mills. We were working together for a few months, and you had started making some progress. And so I was quite frankly shocked that you walked away
I
from
was
the
doing
program.
so good.
You
I'm so
were.
sorry. I was doing so good.
You
I
were,
didn't
Ms.
even
Mills.
mean to do this. I really didn't. I made a mistake and I'm sorry.
But
I've
here's
been
the
away
thing,
from my
Ms. Mills.
son and I'm just sorry.
Ms. Mills,
I'm not.
hold on, Ms. Mills. You cut me off. I'm not going to cut you off when it's your turn to talk, okay? But Ms. Mills, here's the thing. You came to me for drinking and getting behind the wheel of a car and putting everybody in danger. The people I love, the people I like, and even the people I don't like. And I can't have that. And now you're back again and you're facing the same charges. You know that this is a court of second chance and second chance and second chance. But you also know that there are consequences when you make choices and you make choices that are not good choices. I want to go back just for a second. I'm so sorry to hear that you lost your mother. I am. Ms. Mills, if you want the help, I need to staff with the team because that's a team recommendation and a team decision as to whether or not you'll be allowed to come back in the program. But if you want the help, I know that we want to help you because we have the tools that can help you, but you're going to have to be willing to work the program. And so I'll hear from you at this time. Go right ahead. Ms. Mills?
I made a big mistake. That I really did. I was doing good and I just made a mistake. And sitting here for these 3 weeks without my baby, I need the help and I'm just done running from it. I just want to work through the program.
And so, Ms. Mills, you understand that the decisions you're making, you are setting yourself up to spend years away from your baby. That's the reality of it. That's the kind of decisions you're making. Oh, we've had this discussion about your baby and about making good decisions up front when it taking your baby into consideration up front before you do what you want to do, and then you want everybody else to take your baby into consideration. We've had that conversation before, haven't we, Miss Mills?
Yes.
We have. All right. The best I can do, Mr. Pearlman, is the team will staff on today. We have a number of matters to staff today. And so tomorrow is a different specialty court. So I can't bring Ms. Mills back on tomorrow. Mr. Griffin or Ms. Drew, I think the best day I can bring her back would be, can you all tell me if it's Thursday or Friday of this week?
Both of those days are kind of okay, Your Honor. Thursday and Friday is okay. So we get an opportunity to staff today, and then we can move forward from there. That would be fine.
All right, Mr. Pearlman, Attorney Pearlman, what date works better for you, Thursday or Friday?
Your Honor, I'll make it work, whatever works best for the court.
I do start at 8:30. Deputy Travanci and his team, they are excellent in getting on very early, and I give them priority status. And so if you want to come back on Thursday at 8:30 or Friday at 8:30, either one works for me. You tell me which one.
Let's do Friday. It's a little lighter for me, so Friday would work.
All right, very good. So Ms. Drew, I'm going to bring Ms. Mills back on Friday, May 14th, 2021 at 8:30 a.m. And just let me know when you send over the documentation for me to sign.
Yes, ma'am.
And Your Honor, if I may address bond, Your Honor, you know, my client, she's retained counsel, which has shown her, you know, commitment to the situation, and you know, I don't believe at this point, given what my contact with her, and her commitment she's shown at this point, that she'll be in court Friday if the court were so gracious to allow a lift award bond.
So, Mr. Pearlman, she is going to be sanctioned for being an absconder from the program, which is going to include jail time. While she may show up, the second prong that I'm required to consider is whether or not she's a threat to the public or to herself. As you know, Ms. Mills was in our specialty court program for drinking and driving, second offense. She is innocent until proven guilty. However, she's sitting in the Wayne County Jail for having contact with the police for yet another drinking and driving related offense. And so I am not inclined to set a bond at this time because she's going to have to do that time anyways for the sanction for absconding. And so what I will do is consider from today forward until Friday, the time that she served in assessing her sanction. Okay.
Okay, Your Honor. And just the new case, she has submitted the bond in that case. So this is the only hold, as the court knows. So thank you for that consideration.
Okay, you're very welcome. I'll see both of you on Friday at 8:30. Thank you so much for your patience this morning. Miss Mills, I think she's trying to say something. Yes, Miss Mills.
So does this mean that I'm gonna get some jail time anyway?
You have absconded, and so you're gonna get a sanction at least, and you know that. You've been in the program.
Exactly what does that mean?
You're going to be sanctioned for walking away from the program, just like you would if you were in the program and you used or you did something else that was a violation of the protocol of my order. Okay?
Mr. Griffin, may I get your number?
Yes, 313-965-3833.
Thank you.
So
Okay,
I'll see you
thank
on
you.
Friday. I'll see both of you. Thank you, Deputy Travanci. I appreciate you.
Thank you, Your Honor. You have a blessed day and be safe and Semper Fi.
All right, thank you. You do the same.
Thank you,
ma'am.
Thank you.
All right.
I'll talk to you soon.
Okay.
Let's go to the Detroit Detention Center with Mr. Cicero. And so I know Ms. Drew has sent over this information for Mr. Cicero, but if somebody has the number, you could just read it into the record and I'll ask the DDC to unmute. Somebody read the case number into the record for me.
I will, Judge. It's Z805-3541.
All right, very good. Mr. Cicero, you can state your full name for the record, please.
Dewan Cicero.
All right, thank you. All right, who's doing the update on Mr. Cicero?
Good morning.
Is that Ms. Rob?
Yes, Ms. Rob.
Ms. Rob.
Good morning, Your Honor. Ebony Robs, Drug Treatment Court Case Manager.
All right, you may proceed. It's so good to see you, Miss Rob.
Thank you, Your Honor.
I'm gonna talk about you later that you didn't respond to any of my texts, but okay, go ahead. Then I'll tell you a joke that I was texting the wrong person, and they finally text me back and said, I don't know who Miss Rob is, but I'm not Miss Rob. Lady, stop texting me. So I got that while I was on vacation. All right, go ahead, Miss.
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you, Your Honor. A little brief history of Mr. Cicero's case. Mr. Cicero was admitted into drug treatment court December 23rd, 2019 for a contract of 12 months for a charge, Your Honor, of OWVI. He was in phase 1 on June 6th, I apologize, Your Honor, June 1st, 2021. Mr. Cicero was to appear before the court, Your Honor, as he was issued termination papers on May 11th, 2020. Mr. Cicero had a history of missing tests, not compliant with his urinalysis screenings, and a court date of June 1st of 2020 was given to Mr. Cicero for him to return to court, and Mr. Cicero failed to comply. Therefore, Your Honor, a warrant was issued for Mr. Cicero on June 1st of 2021. And so we're here today, Your Honor, because Mr. Cicero had a warrant for his arrest as he failed to comply with your orders, Your Honor.
All right, very good. Who went into the breakout room with Mr. Cicero?
I did, Your Honor.
Okay.
And yes, what has been reported is correct. In May, he didn't make a good decision. He wanted to self-terminate, and then he stopped appearing, Judge. I talked to him today, and I want to say from a personal standpoint, I like Mr. Cicero. I did for the brief time he was with us, but he's asking the judge if the court would consider, even though he may have turned his back on the court back about a year ago, if the court would consider him for acceptance into the program. We're asking that, Judge. He's made some progress along the way. He cleared up his Wayne County matter. He got his CNA certificate along the way. And not that should excuse any of his conduct, but I just want to know that he's done some things to turn himself around. I asked him whether he wanted the help that drug court could provide. He said he does want the help. He needs the help. And I told him we'd have to staff his case because, back a year ago he wasn't as interested in drug treatment court as he is now.
Right.
And I'd just like to say maybe we could staff the matter, Judge, today and bring him back at a later date. Although I certainly would want you to talk to him and encourage him to talk to you about his desire to be in drug treatment court.
Okay, thank you. And so Mr. Fikes, Mr. Cicero did let me know that he walked himself in, he turned himself in. And so, Mr. Cicero, you realize I asked you earlier that you need the help or what have you. I'm glad to hear that you went on to do your CNA. I am, but you still have to take care of your business with the court, which is taking care of yourself, right? And so we will staff your case. We should be able to do it on today when we do our staffing, and I can bring this back. If Thursday looks good, Ms. Drew, I can bring it back on Thursday. But he still has to serve a sanction for absconding, so I'm not going to release him, Mr. Fikens. He got to serve it.
The only thing we would ask, Judge, is that the time he spends, even though it's only a couple of days, could serve for part of the sanction or whatever part the court considers.
Absolutely, absolutely. And so it definitely will. So I will bring Mr. Cicero back. Let's just go ahead and do Thursday. That would be the better day for me, which means May 13th, 2021 at 8:30 a.m. And so let's do it that way. And then we'll go from there. Okay, Mr. Cicero?
Yes, ma'am. No problems.
All right. I look forward to working
That's
with
great.
you if you really want the help.
Absolutely. Thank you. I will prove you wrong. Right.
You don't have to prove anything with me, Mr. Cicero. Prove to yourself. That's it.
That too. But I don't have my other probation anymore. I'm so much eager to do it now.
Now,
I don't have
Mr.
another.
Cicero, you don't come to me with that because you know we work with you. We bend backwards. Miss Ross was doing everything. We work with people when they are on other probations. We accommodate other courts and all of those things. And so that wasn't on us. That was on you. Okay.
I understand. I take full responsibility.
All right. I'll see you Thursday, 8:30.
Yes.
Thank you at the DDC. I appreciate your patience this morning.
You're welcome, Your Honor.
All right. Take care. All right. I am ready to continue. I have Michael Lamar. If you could unmute for me, Mr. Lamar. Mr. Lamar, I hope that you are not driving an automobile. It's not going to make me happy.
No, I'm not driving. I'm sitting in.
Okay, okay. Very good, very good. You were breaking up just a little bit, so hopefully that'll correct. Let me place your case number on the record. Z8067021. State your name for me, Mr. Lamar.
Michael Lamar, Your Honor.
All right, how are you this morning?
I'm great, and I'm happy belated Mother's Day to you.
Thank you. And we're having some problems hearing you. There's something that's feeding back when you're talking. There's something that's making noise with you. Only when you speak. That's better. That's much better. All right, very good. All right, Mr. Lamar, what have you been doing? Seems like I haven't seen you in a while. What have you been doing?
Yeah, that phase 2 life.
That phase 2 life? I said, Judge, you're not gonna see me often. I'm moving on. All right, Mr. Lamar, what's going on in phase 2?
Still pretty much the same. Working hard, getting my bills in order. Just everything's falling into places. My daughter giving me great hairs. Other than that, everything's going great.
How old is your daughter?
She's a 19 in the Navy.
Oh yeah, okay. Then she's doing her job. Gray hairs. That's what they do. Okay.
Well, yeah, she racked up a bunch of tow tickets where she was at, so she needs some money to pay that. So.
Oh well, if that's the least of it, come on, she doing pretty good. If that's
you are
giving you gray hairs about, she's doing pretty good, Mr. Lamar.
Yeah, I wanted to pay that to the courts. I was planning on having you all pay it off, but I had to take care of that matter. So.
Oh, Mr. Lamar just set me up. I fell right into it. It's like, Judge, what had happened was I had planned to pay y'all, and then my daughter got those tow tickets, and I had to take care of my daughter's stuff. All right, Mr. Lamar, I'm buying that one today.
And she in the military.
I know, that's the reason I'm buying it. I remember his daughter's in the military. You know that's the only reason I'm buying it. She has on that uniform and she over there working for me. And so I appreciate it. You make sure you let her know that, okay?
I will, I sure will. I'll make sure she takes a look.
Mr. Lamar, we'll circle back on the payment of fines and costs. How are you doing with respect to working on you and working your program?
Oh yeah, the program is great. Like I said, I can't thank Judge Langston enough for even putting me in this program. She probably saved my life. She could have just easily put me in jail. No, she wanted me to go through the program, so which is great. So
yes, absolutely. Absolutely. I'll be sure to pass that on to Judge Langston,
Thank you.
who's getting ready to retire. She's an awesome judge, but I will let her know that you said thank you. And look, and she's going to be so happy to know that you've worked the program, that she didn't just send you here and then you end up not doing what you're supposed to do. You're working it, Mr. Lamar, and that's a good thing. Yeah, tell me something you've learned since you've been living this phase 2 life. Tell me something you've learned.
I'm saying learning, but I'm understanding, helping others because I'm the only child, so it's kind of hard with that situation. You know, just like 2 minutes of my day to helping somebody else get to work so they won't get fired or something like that when we leave in meetings, things of that nature. You know, everything is not all about me. So, you know, why this me? It doesn't happen to others. That's where I'm at right now. So,
okay.
Yeah.
Very good. And what have you learned about sobriety or about recovery?
And Your Honor, just to interrupt, he did complete the ARMS online program. So I don't know if you want to discuss that today or
yes,
when he comes back.
That deals with sobriety. Thank you, Mr. Griffin. Come on, Mr. Lamar. What did you learn about sobriety and recovery? Accepting responsibility is mandatory. ARMS.
Oh yeah, ARMS was pretty surprising. You know, there was a particular story that kind of mirrors mine own. Having me understand like where does it come from, the root of it, you know, like the lady from Afghanistan, you know, like her father was a big drinker, was never around. And well, she would, you know what I'm saying? So when she got older, long story short, you know what I'm saying, she was kind of similar to me, like she didn't wait till later to start drinking. Like that first drink don't make you alcoholic, you know what I'm saying? But it's the root of it that caused it. You know, it's just being around this and that. And I never thought of it like that. I just, you know, like that. And, you know, just trying to get back on the right path, try to, you know, you tell yourself you stop drinking for a few days, then you go back to saying, well, okay, I can manage it. Then you right back to blown alcoholic again, this and that. Then it's a complete cycle without getting the proper help. So, you know, so everybody needs help. You know, so yeah, and that's what I really like about this program, is really helping me out with that. So
good. I'm glad to hear that, Mr. Lamar. Very glad to hear. Is there anything you need us to help you with?
No, Your Honor, I'm good. Everything's good. Like I said, I'm getting my bills in order. You know, everything's fine right now. So health is good. So I'm doing pretty good.
All right. And you know that if you need our help, that you can reach out through Mr. Griffin, dial into the courtroom, whatever you need to do, right?
Oh, yeah. Mr. Griffin on speed dial. He already know that. So
he knows it. All right. All right, Mr. Griffin, anything else to report out as to Mr. Lamar? He's doing well?
No, he's doing very well, Your Honor. No problems. I have him coming back on June the 3rd for a face-to-face.
Okay.
If anything happens between that, I'll bring him back before that. But other than that, Your Honor, he's doing well.
All right, wonderful. If no other questions for us, Mr. Reed, Mr. Fikens, anything you'd like to add?
Just congratulations, good report. Keep up the good work. If you were watching the graduations, you may have seen that I read your case number in instead of Miss Kennedy's when I made that motion. It was a mistake on my part. But Mr. Lamar, you're doing a great job. Keep up the good work and be safe. Thank you, Judge. Thank you, Mr. Lamar.
Thank you.
And Your Honor, if I might quickly add, Mr. Lamar, you're doing a great job. Keep up the great work because you're on point and you're doing it. Keep it up, sir. We're proud of you. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thanks,
All
right. It means a lot. So thank you.
All right, very good. Then you'll do your face-to-face with Mr. Griffin for scheduling purposes. You'll be on the docket for June. I think you said June, what did you say, 3rd?
Yeah, June 3rd, Your Honor. Yeah.
Yes,
9:30 a.m.
9:30. Yes. All right, Mr. Lamar. Thank you for your patience this morning.
Oh, no problem at all. It was good to hear them congratulations. That's why I want to be here. So I was wanting to get a chance to hear that. So that was
good. There you go. And you will get there, okay?
Oh, yes. No, I think so. Yeah. Sure.
All right.
Thank you.
Wonderful. Take care. All right, Mr. Johnson, let me have you unmute, please. Good morning, Mr. Johnson.
Good morning.
Oh, that's right. You're not feeling well today?
No, ma'am.
Okay, let me place your 3 cases on the record. SP114-73522, Z806-6861, and Z806-7991. State your name for the record, Mr. Johnson.
Nolan Johnson.
All right. I know you're not feeling well today. Mr. Griffin has been keeping me posted on what's been going on with you. I don't want you to put your information, your private information on the record today. I will say to you, I'm glad to see you, and I'm glad that you're moving in the right direction. I am.
Yes,
I
yes,
am.
ma'am. Just trying to fight through it, whatever good the weapon. Just trying to deal with things, you know. Just
Yes,
trying to fight.
I understand. And you're still doing the right thing.
Yes, ma'am.
I heard. I applaud you, young man, because I know sometimes when life takes us by surprise, the unexpected, it's easy to go back and do what's familiar, right?
Yes, ma'am.
And you're not doing that. Am I correct?
Yes, ma'am. No, not at all.
All right. Very good. What can we help you with, Mr. Johnson?
If you can sue the people who ain't wearing masks, that'll help.
Oh, well, let me start with you, because when I see an issue, I look at me first. Have you gotten the vaccine?
I can't till I get tested again on Friday, so I
I'm
can't do
talking
it till
about
next week.
before the test. So you
No,
have,
ma'am.
oh, so see, when I start looking, I started engaging in this around the age of 40. When stuff goes wrong, I look at me first. And then I find out that whole list of stuff that I would have had for other people to do different, better, or not at all, it becomes really small when I start with me. Mr. Johnson,
That's right, ma'am.
take the shot.
I just been scared as I heard about the Johnson & Johnson thing, then the Moderna, everybody passing away from it, so I was scared. But I'm getting it now, though. I can handle this.
Who is everybody? When people tell me everybody passed away, who is everybody? I want to meet everybody because I hear his name called all the time. Everybody, my kids used to do. Everybody's going, can you tell me who is everybody? And what's their last name? What's their date of birth? Where does everybody live? Who is everybody's mama? Who is everybody's daddy? Stop that. Look here. I had to tell somebody when I was down in Louisiana, when I want to know something about my car, I go to the auto mechanic, right? He doesn't have a perfect record. There's some cars he fixed and they run good forever. And some cars he fixed and they right back the next week. When I want to know something about science, the moon, the stars, and all of that stuff, guess what? I go to the science book and I look and see, okay, what do they say about how far is Pluto from the Earth? How far are the stars from the Earth? All of that good stuff. When you want to know something about the shot, about the vaccine, stop going to your friends and your family. Look at the science. Although it may not be perfect, it's not everybody. Come on. There's a small percentage of people. Here's the reality of it. I don't want to be in the small percentage, but every day we're doing something or taking something where there is a small percentage of people who have been harmed by it. Come on, medications that we take. You see how they say may cause this and may cause that. You know where they get that from? Because somebody had it. Somebody had an irregular heartbeat. Somebody died from it. Somebody, had a blinded eye from it. But guess what we do? We still take that medication because we realize, hey, wait a minute, the benefit far outweighs the risk. So it's the same thing with the vaccine. Take the shot. I took it. I'm still here. He probably said that's why I'm not taking the Judge, because you about crazy as a Betsy Bug. I'm not taking the shot. You be on 10. The shot put you on 10, Judge. The shot made you mean. The shot got me here in court because the judge took the shot. No, Mr. Johnson, I want to take the shot and then encourage somebody else to take the shot so that we can get back to normal, so everybody can get to feeling better and moving around and get back on track, okay?
Yes,
That's my public service announcement today. Look, I'm not going to tell y'all that they called me last week and I did a commercial for COVID that aired on Mother's Day. Yes, I
Oh, that's
did.
good.
Because y'all been
That's
clowning
good.
me going around telling people that the judge be telling people to take the shot. They called me up. I said, oh, y'all so funny. They said, we heard you telling people to take the shot. I'm asking people to take the shot. Yes, I am. Everywhere I go, whether I'm on a robe or not. So, Mr. Johnson, when you get through this, take the shot, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All
I
right.
can't handle this, so I got to. I can't
Yeah,
handle this.
yeah, it's tough. It's tough. And for all of those who have been through it, they will tell you it's tough, not just on you, but on your family, on people that you love, because then they can't help you like they want to. They can't be there for you like they want to. That's hard to see your family member suffering and you can't do anything to help them because you place yourself at risk, right?
To hear the negativity though, like when I was forced into the hospital and hear like everybody don't make it out the hospital, that was scary. And it's like you gotta fight, it was very scary.
Yeah.
It's real.
Well, look, you gotta fight. You gotta fight, because just because, I'm not gonna let you off probation. I'm gonna be right there at Heaven's Gate talking about Mr. Johnson. You didn't finish probation. So you gotta fight, Mr. Johnson. You can't get rid of me that easy. You can't get rid of me. You gotta fight. You gotta finish this out for you, for your child. You gotta do it, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, I want you to hang in there. Mr. Griffin said you're doing well. Mr. Reed, Mr. Fikens, anything you want to say to Mr. Johnson?
Judge, I would just say, take care of yourself, young man. Be safe, and you're gonna feel better. I know you're gonna feel better. Thank you, Judge. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
And Mr. Johnson, if I might add, Your Honor, Mr. Johnson, you are going to get better. It won't last forever, even though maybe right now you think it will. It won't, and you'll get over it. And then listen to Judge Fauci, who just told you, get those vaccinations, okay?
Yes, ma'am. Sure.
I will be that. Yes, I will, Mr. Fikens. All right, Mr. Griffin, you did update me on Mr. Johnson this morning. When do you have him coming back?
Well, I just like to say, well said. Everything that you said was very positive. I hope everybody is listening to this, because this is very important to all of us. And Mr. Johnson, one thing I just like to commend him. He has been in contact with me through this whole process or whatever. And I just wish him to get better. But he is, staying with the program. He has stayed in contact with me, Your Honor. I have him coming back. His original date would be a Monday, Your Honor. That'd be May the 24th at 8:30 a.m. to see you, Your Honor.
All right, very good. Did you get that, Mr. Johnson?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, feel better. Hang in there. Stay in touch with Mr. Griffin so that I know that you're all right. Okay.
Okay. Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Very
Good to hear from you too.
All right, good to see you. Yes, sir. All right, let's do it.
Okay.
Mr. Grunwald, please unmute yourself. Thank you for your patience this morning, Mr. Grunwald. All right, here we go. Let me find Mr. Grunwald. There we go. Z806-6981. Mr. Grunwald, state your full name for the record, please.
Greg Grunwald.
How are you this morning?
I'm doing good. How you doing, ma'am?
I am doing very well. What are you doing this morning? Are you looking in your notebook that you're going to tell me about what you've been doing since the last time I've seen you?
Yeah, I just always have it with me.
Yes, I know, and I appreciate that. Do you find that to be helpful to go back and just reflect on some of the things that you're learning, some things you're feeling?
Yeah, just I just find sometimes I'll just look back on my notes and feel like, oh, I've already figured this out. Even maybe I might not have, like an immediate personal solution that worked in my head right away. I can just go back and reflect on, similar emotions or feelings or situations, and just like remind myself that I've already addressed this, or I've already figured this out, but maybe I can amend it this way, because some things have changed, things like that.
Very good. Did you write down something that you've learned since the last time I've seen you?
Yeah, well, I didn't have to. Speaking with my therapist, it made me realize 2 weeks ago, on my appointment 2 weeks ago, he said something about, he asked me why I liked working midnights, my midnight shift, and I said it was just more more my crowd, more my people. I told him, and that led to him making me kind of I guess you would say, think about like what it is, exactly what it is that I'm attracted to, like in my interests, the people I choose to make my friend, hobbies and things like that, in all what the shiny stuff is to me, and whether or not the shiny things come with negative effects on my life, or like a bad influence. So I told him sort of like it's something kind of to the effect of that, you know, A doesn't always equal B, but sometimes B is equal to A kind of thing, you know. So just to kind of maybe sort of take a step back and you know, think about what some of my interests may lead to down the road, you know, and try to stay on a positive path.
Yes, your shiny things, those things that attract us, right? That
Yeah.
get our attention. I appreciate you spending some time thinking about that, Mr. Grunwald. Absolutely. Great job. Great job. Have you been having any difficulties with staying on track since the last time I've seen you?
No, none at all.
No difficulties? All right. Do you have any questions for any of the team members on this morning?
Nope.
No? All right. Very good. Who has Mr. Grunwald's case?
That's my case, Your Honor. Yeah, Mr. Grun, it's reported, Your Honor. Mr. Grun is doing well. No problems, anything, testing, meetings and counseling. So he's on track. And I have him coming back, Your Honor, 2 weeks, and that date will be May the 25th at 8:30 a.m. to see you, Your Honor.
All right, May 25th. Very good, very good. Mr. Reed, Mr. Fikens?
Yes, Judge, thank you. A good report, sir. You have a good attitude. Keep up the good work. We understand it's not easy, but you're working the program. Be safe and keep up the good work. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Judge.
Your Honor, if I might add, Mr. Grunewald, you know, you come into court and you keep notes and you self-reflect. That's great. It's inspirational as well. So keep up the great work, sir. We're proud of you. Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, very good. Mr. Grunwald, you are doing a great job. Thank you for staying in compliance. I want you to just continue to do the work that you're doing. It's going to pay off. And so I applaud you for the work you've done so far. If you don't have any questions for the team, Mr. Griffin has already gave the return to court date, May 25th at 8:30. We'll see you then, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, take care.
Thank you. You too.
All right. All right, very good. I am ready on, let's see, I don't see a Mr. Robinson, and so let me do Mr. Hatcher. Mr. Hatcher? All right, good morning to you, Mr. Hatcher.
Good morning.
All right, I have the following for you. Case number 20055509301. State your name for the record.
Nicholas Hatcher.
What'd you change up today, Mr. Hatcher?
Everything.
What? Tell me one thing.
I got on kind of late. I woke up late, but I'm feeling better now.
Well, I wasn't gonna call you out for coming on late, but okay. Mr. Hatcher said I'm gonna tell on myself. All right. Anything else change?
Yeah, I just been doing better. I've been sleeping and eating better, having a lot more energy. And I've been working.
You've been going to work. How often have you been working?
Every day and weekends too.
All right. How does it feel to be working and sober and doing on track with your life?
It feels good.
It feels good. What feels good about it, Mr. Hatch?
Everything. Working, making some money, not thinking about doing drugs, and just having more energy, being able to work and help out, especially with my mom.
Yes, very good. Very good. All right, you've been going to your classes as ordered by the court?
Yeah, and I met with my counselor last Thursday. She wanted me to come back in this Thursday around 4 for some meetings, and I finished my assessment with her last Thursday. So I'm going back in for some meetings this Thursday.
All right, very good. Tell me something you've learned since the last time I've seen you, Mr. Hatcher.
Just dealing with being a better person and not relapsing.
Okay, and what do you think? Go ahead.
And just thinking about not using and finding other things to do, like a different hobby, and keeping my mind going.
Okay. All right, very good, very good. Is there anything you need us to help you with, Mr. Hatcher? Anything you're struggling with?
No, only thing I just need to pay Allen Park for my license. That's all.
Okay. Well, you working.
Yeah, so I'll be able to get that soon. And
Now,
no,
I could
I
be
don't
real
really,
selfish. I could be a real selfish and say, you better take care of us first. But look, I want you to have a legitimate license.
no, I don't have no tickets or nothing with Detroit. I don't have nothing with Detroit or any other cities.
So what? Oh, that's right. He's not here for anything that would suspend his license or anything. Okay. Very good. Very good. So get it taken care of. Okay.
Okay.
All right. What else were you getting ready to tell me?
I think no, it was just about the license. That's all I need to do.
All right. Nothing else you need us to help you with?
No, everything else is kind of good.
All right. Did your mom notice a difference in you, Mr. Hatcher?
Yeah, she noticed a big difference.
How do you know? Did she tell you?
Yeah, she tell me all the time that she's proud of me.
Yes. Well, let her know we're proud of you too. And we thank her for being that encouragement and that support that you need on the outside of court. Okay.
Okay, thank you. I will. Soon as she walk back in, I'll tell her.
Make sure you tell her. All right. All right, Miss Cleveland, what you want to tell me about Mr. Hatcher?
Your Honor, he's reporting accurately. He is compliant with your court order, and I am waiting on that document that he completed. I just have to have them send it over. But everything else is doing.
Is this the assessment that you're waiting on?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. All right. Very good. Thank you, Miss Cleveland. Thank you, Mr. Reed, Mr. Fikens.
Yes, Judge, thank you. Mr. Hatcher, good report. You're new to the program, but you're doing a good job. Don't get overwhelmed. We know it's not easy, but we're proud of you. Keep up the good work, Mr. Hatcher, and be safe. Thank you,
I
sir. Thank
appreciate
you, Judge.
that.
Your Honor, if I might add, Mr. Hatcher, you are doing a good job. Keep up the great work. You are new to the program, but you're doing a great job. Keep it up. Thank you, Judge.
Thank you.
All right. Mr. Hatcher, if you don't have any, do you have any questions for the team?
No, not as of right now.
All right. You know how to contact us if you do think of something, right?
Yes, I talk to Miss Cleveland all the time.
Good. Very good. All right, Miss Cleveland, when is Mr. Hatcher coming back? He's had his assessment done by the provider?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, so I don't have a problem if he's in compliance with everything else. I don't have a problem with him coming back in 2 weeks until we're able to get that assessment. And then if we need to adjust the amount of time that lapsed before seeing me, we'll make the adjustment then.
Yes, Your Honor. He would be coming back then on May 25th, 2021 at 8:30 a.m. via Zoom.
All right, did you get that, Mr. Hatcher?
Yes.
All right, very good. Good to see you. Hang in there, okay?
Thank you. Good to see y'all.
All right, take care.
It's
Miss Harris, you must have turned off your camera and that's how I overlooked you. My apologies. You must have gone out for a quick second because you popped back in and I thought, oh, Miss Harris.
It's all right. I'm at work, so I'm in and out, in and out. It's okay.
I'm sorry, I missed you. All right, let's do it. Let's do it now. I have case number 200-560-9601. State your full name for the record.
Antia Harris.
All right, Miss Harris, how are you doing today?
Great. How was your Mother's Day?
I had a good Mother's Day. I did. And you?
I did. It was a great Mother's Day. Yeah. My child, she's something. I actually got to participate with the Bring Your Child to Work Day. It was like one of my dreams as a parent. So she got to go to work with me this year and she just stole the house, told us we need to get back to work. We weren't working. I mean, so life is great. Life is great.
Yes. All right. How are you on your journey? How are things going?
My journey's great. I had a couple moments that kind of, you get that, you always gonna have that urge. It's always gonna kick in. But like I always said, Mr. Griffin answers that phone in my times of crisis. My support system, they answer in the call for crisis. So I was able to push through, my own willpower, my own strength. So it was a couple times where I was just like, you get that F it all. I don't even care anymore. I tried. Who cares? I'll just start over. I don't care. You get into that sometimes. And I just have to look at my child or look at my girlfriend or look at my parents and say, you come too far.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Thank you for your honesty. It's not an easy journey, right?
Oh, it's not at all. Not at all.
But isn't it worth it?
Oh, definitely. Definitely. Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I'm in the process of completing the arms, and even going through and even though some of those questions and that they really force you to kind of dig deep to answer. I know they don't want surface answers, and it makes you really think like, oh, wow, when you put it like that, okay, like one
There
thing
you
that's
go.
with me was everybody's either in reverse, neutral, or drive, thinking of a car. And it's like, which one are you, which one is this? Who are you going to be in 5 years? So it makes you think. It
Yeah.
does. It does.
Absolutely. I'm glad to hear that. Glad to hear that. Is there anything that you need help with, Ms. Harris?
No, I'm good. I'm really good. I've got my license back. I got my CPL back. Jesus. I'm not carrying it at the moment, but just to be able to get that back was a big thing for me. So I know what we have to go through to get it. So it felt good to get that back.
I understand it. Yes, I do.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm great. If I'm doing community service a lot now. I'm working in tandem with Mr. Griffin, and I still go to my NAs when I need to. I do make that a weekly thing, but sometimes it's more than, once or twice. Sometimes it'd be 3-4 times a week, depending.
Good. Whatever works, right?
Whatever works. Right, absolutely. And then even just talking with other addicts at the clinic that I go to, the outpatient clinic, and hearing their journeys and kind of just watching everybody's, journey, really, everybody's step and how everybody kind of steps. I have a different appreciation for everybody's level, for everybody's process than I used to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very good. Very good. All right. Mr. Griffin.
Like Miss Harris reported, Yana, she's doing very well. Like I said, man, maybe talk a couple of times through the week. I tell her feel free to call me, and she does. And I like her, like you said, I like her honesty. It's a struggle, and she goes through different things of where she's at, but she's getting better. So I just applaud her for that. But other than that, Yana, she's doing good. Testing is good. So I'll have her coming back on June the 3rd, Yana, for a face-to-face at 9:30 a.m.
All right. Very good. Mr. Reed, Mr. Fikens, anything you want to add?
Yes, Judge. Thank you. Congratulations, Ms. Harris. Good report. You have a great attitude. You understand how the work program is a journey. It's a good journey. Be safe. We're proud of you, and you should be proud of yourself. Thank you, Ms. Harris. Thank you, Judge.
All right.
And Your Honor, if I might add, Ms. Harris, you've worked this program. You've done a great job all the way throughout it. You should be proud of yourself because we're proud of you. Thank you, Judge.
Thank you, Ms. And I know Mr. You was with me in the beginning when I was real. You didn't see it, Judge Holmes, but I was kind of that, push off. I don't want to do this. This doesn't make sense. Da, 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 da. But sometimes we need that eye opener.
That's what's important to me. Not where you start, but how you finish, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. There you go.
I didn't even realize that we're coming up on June and I'm till September. So it's almost there.
Yeah. Absolutely. If you focus on the work and not on the calendar, that time to me, it goes by very quickly. Yeah. And so, yeah.
I always say, and I said this from the beginning, and I still say it to Mr. Griffin, it's not what goes on during the program when you're accountable to somebody. The fear for me is what happens after, when there's nobody I need to be accountable to, when I don't have to check in, when I don't have to drop randomly. That's when the real work begins for me, because you're not being held accountable by anybody but yourself and your child or your family. So that's when I'm really looking forward to. Not saying I don't want to do it now, but at least now I know I have to, regardless if I don't want to go to jail or be sanctioned or whatever, clean records or whatever.
But Ms. Harris, this is what I want to encourage you to do. Practice.
Gotcha.
Practice. As we go from one phase to another, you will have the opportunity to practice, because you won't be seeing me that often, especially in the final phase. One time, probably every other month. And so you'll get plenty of practice of what it feels like that I don't have that every day. Okay, the court is hanging over my head, because that's not how you get into recovery. And you're thinking about the right thing. I want to do what I'm supposed to do, even where there's no judge, no case manager, no attorneys, no sanctions, no nothing. So you'll get some practice at it. Okay.
Thank you.
All right. I'm going to see you in a few weeks. Well, you're face to face with Mr. Griffin in a few weeks. Mr. Griffin has given that date. And
What was
so,
the second? I missed it. Sorry, Mr. Griffin.
oh, you're muted, Mr. Griffin.
June 3rd at 9:30 a.m. I'll call you.
Okay. Okay. All right.
All right. June 3rd. Thank you. Take care, Ms. Harris.
You too. Stay safe.
All right. All right. Before I call the last few cases on the docket, I need to just clean up a couple of things. Jack Hanna, U56309-620, U56309-920, U56313-120, U56313-420, U56313-620, U56314-120, U5634920, U56315-020, U575-840-20, U581-179-20, and U575-993-20. Mr. Hanna was on earlier. Ms. Cleveland, I indicated because of his training that he could go and do that training. He seems to be in good shape. You've indicated to me through message that he's in compliance. What is his return to court date?
Your Honor, would be May 25th, 2021 at 8:30 a.m. by Zoom.
All right, wonderful. I also have Miss Mulasol. Miss Mulasol is supposed to be on this morning. U433-55708, U440-38508. Mr. Griffin, where's Miss Mulasol?
I'm gonna give her a call, Your Honor. Like I told you earlier, I talked to her mom, and so she said she would set her up for her to come on. So I have to call her and see what happened.
All right, very good, very good. All right, and then I had Anthony Corbin, Z8060191. Mr. Corbin was scheduled for a face-to-face today.
Yes, Your Honor. I talked to Mr. Corbin, and he's doing well. He'll be coming back to see you, Your Honor, June the 1st at 8:30 a.m.
Very good. Thank you. I have Darian Wallace, U735-20611, and case number 1704529-901.
That's Miss Rob's case. I don't know if she's on right now.
If somebody could grab the return to court date for Mr. Wallace. Miss Drew, do you have that return to court date?
No, ma'am, I'm calling Ms. Rob right now.
All right, let's make sure we get that. And then I still have 3 other cases left. I need to take a quick break. Staff, you all can take a quick break as well. I will let you know I have to log off at 11:30. I have a meeting at 11:30 that should be finished by noon. And so I'm gonna try to get as much done as I can in those 30 minutes, but otherwise we're gonna have to come back at 1:30. Everybody will get a lunch break and we'll come back at 1:30. All right, so let me just take a quick break. Thank you.
Who is that individual we looking for Ms. Robs?
I have the court date.
Okay, got it.
It was for Wallace, yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
cool.
Okay.
Hey, Mr. Reed, Mr. Fikens.
Yes.
Did nobody go in a breakout room with Mr. Wilson, did they?
No, no.
Okay, I think she wanted to wait on that, so I'm gonna have to remind her that Mr. Wilson need to go into a breakout room because he was a absconder also, and he was given a bond. So I'll just let the judge know that somebody need to talk to him before.
Okay. I'll talk
Before
to him. You can
Okay,
can you put me in there now, or do you have to wait for her?
You gotta wait for the judge. I can't do it.
I can put you in, Mr. Reed. I can put
Yes,
you
ma'am.
in. But Mr. Wilson needs to report to he needs to report to the courthouse. But I can put you in a breakout room with Mr. Wilson, and I'll do that right now.
Yes, Judge. Thank you.
1 second. All right. I don't know why his name is not popping up. Oh, there it is. Never mind. I see it now. Okay. You all are going to breakout room number 5. So
Thank you.
accept the invitation, Mr. Wilson. And I'm ready to proceed if everybody else is ready.
Yes, Judge.
Oh, did I send Miss Wilson to the breakout room by accident?
I see her name.
I don't
Okay.
think you do, Judge.
Okay. Did I even say good morning to Miss Wilson?
Not yet.
I did not, Miss Wilson, I am so sorry. Good morning to you. It's still morning. Still have a few minutes to say good morning. All right. All right. Very good. I see she's still on. Okay. It doesn't look like I sent her to a breakout room. I just want to make sure. All right, here we go. Let's go to Ronnie Griffin. Good morning, Miss Wilson. I did not tell you good morning.
That's okay. I'm here. Been here.
I know
Welcome
you
back.
are. I'm glad to be back. I'm sorry. I overlooked. Sorry. Glad you're here.
You too. Thank you.
All right. Let's go to Ronnie Griffin. All right. I have. Good morning. Let me see. I don't see Mr. Griffin on my docket today. Oh, yes, I do. My apologies. I do see him. All of these Griffins. All right, here we go. Z8080571. Mr. Griffin, if you could state your full name for me, please.
Ronnie Griffin.
All right. How are you this morning, Mr. Griffin?
I'm doing a lot better.
You're a lot better. All right. Miss Cleveland, what's going on with Mr. Griffin?
Your Honor, I have received results from screenings that he's done, and he's testing positive, ETG positive.
All right, Mr. Griffin, have you had an opportunity to speak with the attorney?
Yes.
Yes.
All right, Mr. Fikens, what do you want to tell me about Mr. Griffin? That's not going to work. He can't have alcohol while he's with us.
He's new to the program, Your Honor, and we talked about mostly we talked about honesty, and honesty not only this court but honesty to yourself. It's the first phase of understanding that there might be a problem and that the problem can be dealt with. So he told me at first, he told me that he took some NyQuil and mouthwash, and we talked about how that's probably not going to result in any positive test. But he said, "Oh, that's it." I said, "Well, if you ingested some, it might have a low amount on it." And apparently he believes that it was a 0.01 test. I don't know that it's put in those terms for our testing purposes, but I'm willing to accept that under one condition, that he understands that Mr. Griffin knows and needs to know that anything he puts into his body is his responsibility. There'll always be someone who gives him a drink. There'll always be someone who does something for him, allegedly to help him, maybe not to help him, maybe to hurt him, in fact. But, we've heard stories about mouthwash and NyQuil. We've heard stories about drinking. You go to the refrigerator and there's this glass that we drink out of, and it turns out it's alcohol. And those things you got to be stubborn about, Mr. Griffin, because they'll always pop up. There'll always be people who are willing to do something. There's always temptations that we have that need to need to be addressed and need to be worked on. And he is new to the program, Judge. I think he needs to know that, that it's unacceptable. What goes into your body cannot be alcohol or any other kind of drug.
Mr. Griffin, Mr. Fikens, Attorney Fikens, so did your client admit to drinking?
Well, he didn't. What he did admit to was taking NyQuil and some mouthwash, and
That's not going to make him test positive for screening purposes, Mr. Fikens. So your client's not being truthful.
We talked about that, Judge. So I was hoping that he might come across and talk to you about that. But
well, I'm gonna come back to Mr. Griffin because he's eating right now. He's not going to be able to talk to me while he's eating. So, Mr. Griffin,
I'm through.
Okay, because you won't be able to talk to me while you're eating.
Okay.
As hungry as I am, I don't get to eat while I'm talking to you all. Okay.
Right.
All right. So, Mr. Griffin, I hate to break this bad news to you. Mouthwash and NyQuil is not going to make you test positive. You have to drink the classes I've gone to from the scientific side of it says you'd have to drink, I think it's 6 or 7 bottles of NyQuil in order to test positive for alcohol. So I need you to tell me what's going on, sir, because that determines how or if I'm able to help you.
Can I apologize to you, the lawyers, and Mr. Cleveland, because I made a mistake. I told a lie, whereas that I didn't think that a drink would hurt me, and I did have a drink.
Okay.
It wasn't NyQuil. It wasn't
mouthwash. We already knew that. Mm-hmm.
So I just want to apologize and say I'm very sorry, and that I will do better.
All right, Mr. Griffin. So first of all, I want to thank you for being honest, and even though it maybe not the first go round, but you did come back and say, look, I took a drink. And so now in your honesty, that puts me in a position to be able to help you. Okay. And so
all right.
I need to understand, Mr. Griffin, what I want to do. I'm not interested in punishing you. I want to help you. I want to help you. My question to you is, do you want the help?
Yes, very much.
You know that you have a problem with drinking, right?
Yes. And may I say this? That I started my 12-step program yesterday. I'll be going back tomorrow, okay? And that I'm going to continue doing, and there's not going to be no more lies.
Okay, and I appreciate that. Ms. Cleveland, have you gotten an assessment back on Mr. Griffin?
No, Your Honor. He's in the process of doing his intake with Mr. Killing at DRP. And he has been making efforts with that. Mr. Killing and I talked about that. He has been working with Mr. Killing to get in there. His transportation, I think, is being facilitated so he can get to and from there through their service. He was supposed to go see him yesterday, and I did mention that DRP offers the 12-step as well. So I believe that's what he's referring to. But I haven't had a chance to follow up with Mr. Killing just yet.
All right. I need you to reach out to Mr. Killings because I need that assessment sooner than later, because I need to figure out and understand whether or not I have Mr. Griffin in the appropriate level of care. Okay. Yes, because we had this mishap, and then he tried to cover it up. And so I need to just understand whether or not I have the appropriate antidote for Mr. Griffin. Okay.
Thank you, Your Honor.
And so I definitely need that. And so, Mr. Griffin, you willing to get the help that you need to get?
Very much so.
All right. Because that level of care may change. What I'm going to do may change, but I'm going to wait to hear back from Mr. Killings. Okay.
Okay.
Before I change anything. Look, Mr. Griffin, I want to encourage you that you're in the program. You know that you can't have alcohol. You can't have any alcohol, none whatsoever. And so your case manager is available to you. You have connected with Detroit Recovery Project. They have case managers that are available to you. And so I'm going to just strongly urge you until I can get that assessment back from Mr. Killings, and I need that very quickly,
Okay.
that you utilize those resources that you have so far, okay?
Yes.
Can I get you to do that?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, Mr. Griffin, do you live alone or do you live in the house with someone?
I take care of my mother.
All right, you take care of your mother. You understand that in order to take care of your mother, you need to be sober, right?
Exactly.
All right.
She's
All right.
89 years old.
Yes, you are fortunate to have your mother. Yes, you are.
Yes, I am.
All right. And so I want the assessment back before I make any decisions about Mr. Griffin. And if we could put this on for staffing, not today, but because as soon as you get that assessment, I'm still going to bring him back next week, unless Mr. Fikens, Mr. Morgan, or any of the team members, you have a different recommendation as to Mr. Griffin.
Oh, Your Honor, I don't have a different recommendation. I'd like to say that in the breakout room, Mr. Griffin was trying to come to terms with what he did. I could tell that even though he didn't want to say that directly to me, but I kind of knew that Mr. Griffin was feeling bad about what he did. I certainly, he was a respectful judge. He was, good throughout our entire talk. And I wanted to let the court know that because, once he comes to terms with the problems that he has, that's where recovery begins, as this court knows. And I'm saying that more for Mr. Griffin than I'm saying it for Your Honor. Thank you.
Yes. All right, very good. Miss Cleveland, what day do you have Mr. Griffin coming back next week?
Your Honor, would be May 18th, 2021 at 8:30 a.m.
All right, Mr. Griffin, did you hear that date?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, Mr. Griffin, if you continue to pick up before that date to give me an opportunity to reshuffle the deck, then we're gonna have to come pick you up, okay?
Okay.
All right, can you handle that for a couple of days so I can see what I need to do in order to help you?
Yes.
All right, I'm gonna take your word, Mr. Griffin.
Okay.
All right, if nothing else, I'll see him on you said the 18th at 8:30, but Miss Cleveland, keep me posted because any further, if he continues to test, then I may have to do something different.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. All right, very good. All right, Mr. Griffin, let's get that assessment done and then I'll see you next week, okay?
All right then. Thank
All right.
you.
Take care of yourself.
All right. You too.
All right, very good. Okay, with that, I'll do Mr. Collins, but I need 1 second. All right, I am ready on Mr. Collins. I do not have Mr. Collins on my docket. Mr. Collins, why are you in my courtroom and you're not on my docket today? Unmute yourself. Unmute yourself.
Okay. Can you hear me now?
Yes, state your name for me.
Cornelia Collins.
Why are you in my courtroom and you're not on my docket?
Cause I talked to Miss Robbs and she told me to come in, call me, log in today because a while back I was getting a prescription. I'm taking responsibility for it. It had, I don't know, it was a Tylenol 4, and I was logging in and let you know but I'm tested positive enough extent, if I don't know if I have or not, but I was logging to let you know.
Mr.
So,
Collins, Mr.
yeah.
Collins, you know that you can't take a narcotic in this program, right?
But I mean, I'm taking responsibility. I didn't pay attention.
No.
I
That's
mean,
I'm asking you a question. I'm asking you a question. I need you to answer my question. You
Yeah.
are aware that you cannot have a narcotic while in this program. Is that correct?
I would
Well,
say
if
yes.
you're not aware of it, I need to
Yes,
take
I
it
would
back
say
to
yes,
phase
yes,
one.
yes, ma'am. Yes, you're
Okay,
yes.
because I
Yes.
mean, we learned that in phase one before we even come into the program, going into phase one. You all are told you cannot take a narcotic, and then of course, if there are medical exceptions, there's documentation that you have to provide to.
I did that. I gave it to Ms.
You
Rob.
can't talk with me, Mr. Collins.
Oh,
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna have to take you through a refresher course because you're doing all kinds of stuff today, like you've never been here. Okay, you can't. You know you can't talk while I'm talking. You can't do that. All right. And so I don't know if I need to demote him a phase so that we can. I'm sorry, he's still talking while I'm talking. All right. Know if I need to demote him a phase, Ms. Robs, so that he can go back through some of the basics of the things that we can and cannot do. And so, Ms. Robs, you tell me why Mr. Collins is here before me this morning.
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Just brief history, Your Honor. March 30th, 2021, a court hearing was scheduled for Mr. Collins. Mr. Collins did attempt on many occasions to appear on Zoom. I attempted to reach out to Mr. Collins to get him on Zoom. He was having technical difficulties. He had tested positive, Your Honor,
for
opiates. And he was asked to come on to Zoom when attempts to try to have a hearing for him, Your Honor. We couldn't get Mr. Collins. Mr. Collins left the hearing. I attempted to reach Mr. Collins again and inform him that he needed to get back on Zoom. And then, Your Honor, you had gave him another court date, which was that Thursday, which would have been April 1st. I attempted to reach Mr. Collins. I left a voicemail for Mr. Collins to Zoom into the court. Mr. Collins failed to do so. Your Honor, a warrant was issued and signed. And I reached out to, he just ran by my mind. I reached out to Mr. Collins yesterday and said that you needed to get into the courts because you are in warrant status. You haven't, reached out to the courts since your last court date. So Mr. Collins,
Ms. Ross, I'm sorry to interrupt you. Are you saying to me that after Mr. Collins had issues with the court, technical difficulties, which we know it can happen, March 30th, that his first attempt or connection with this court was on yesterday, May 10th?
No.
Yes, Your Honor.
No, I emailed. No, can I say speak now?
Not yet. Go ahead, Ms. Ross.
Your Honor, yes. I have no emails. I don't have any emails, and Mr. Collins does have my correct information, my correct email information. Any emails that we have corresponding in the past also has my contact information, my phone. So messages could have been, there's no messages either. It's been since March 30th, Your Honor.
And Miss Robs, has he been testing?
Yes, Your Honor, he has been testing. I did look up his information at ATS. He has tested since his positive test, Your Honor, which was March 27th. He has been negative of all substances. He's been testing frequently. No missed screenings according to ATS, and they've all been negative, Your Honor. His last screening was May, that the records have is May 6, 2021, and he was negative of all substances.
All right, thank you. Yes, Mr. Collins?
I would like to say I emailed Ms. Robs the information from my doctor with my prescription. And I know, still with a negative case, I got the date. It's on the phone. I can't put it up right now, but the date.
Ms. Robs, did you get an email have you received any documentation regarding the prescription?
No, Your Honor, I have not.
Okay. She has not received it, Mr. Collins.
I can find it though. When next time my next court date, I'll have it.
No, not by your next court date. You're gonna have it today because see, you're in warrant status. So if you get stopped, they're gonna take you down to the Wayne County Jail. So no, you need to get that information to Ms. Robs today.
I'll do it right now.
If you have it, when you finish what you're hearing, you'll have an opportunity to get that to Ms. Robs, okay? The information to cover, you had a positive screen on March 27th, I believe she said. And so you want to make sure you get that information that covers the appropriate dates. It has to be,
yes, ma'am.
I can read it where she can see it. And Mr. Collins, sit still. I'm not looking at it over the screen. I just said to you, when you're finished with your hearing, you will send that information to Ms. Robs, okay?
Yes,
now,
yes,
Mr. Collins, I need your attention, or I'm gonna stop your hearing and I'll see you at 1:30. Which one we gonna do? All right, wonderful. Mr. Collins, you thought that you weren't gonna see this court from March 30th up until today? What were you thinking your next court date was? I want to hear that from you.
I did a few phone interviews where I thought when I emailed her thing, she said to either email her or call. And I emailed her the information from oh yes, I did. I emailed her stuff about my arms. Yes, I did, Ms. Rob, about the arms program. Yes, I did. You got that email.
I want you to answer my question. When did you think your next court date was, Mr. Collins?
When she called, when she emailed, when she texted or emailed me.
And that's what's been happening in the past. You didn't get you don't get a court date, and so you just come back whenever your case manager calls you. Now you've been sitting in court this morning since 8:30. Everybody that left off this Zoom got a court date, with the exception of Mr. Hannah.
But if you recall, my phone was messed up, and I got a new phone for this reason. That's why I couldn't get the
March 30th. That was March 30th. Today is May the 11th. I want you to talk through this so we can see how reasonable and rational you've been.
Can you ask Ms. Rob if she got the email from my she said she get one from the doctor, but the other one in regards to me completing the arms program. I emailed her that too. Ask her about that one.
Ms. Rob, did you get an email about arms?
I'm looking right now, Your Honor.
I'll give you an opportunity to do that. Here's the thing, Mr. Collins.
I've been sending to her.
Okay.
17 months today since I've been clean other than that one mistake. I ain't trying to mess up.
And I don't want you to mess up. I'm gonna be real disappointed. So let's get back on track. You gotta give me an opportunity to do that, okay? All right. So, Ms. Robs, I'll give you the opportunity. This is what I'll do. I'll give you the opportunity for Mr. Collins to provide his information regarding the prescription, for him to provide the information regarding arms. And you've indicated that there have been no more positive screens, but I need to know that he's got coverage for that prescription because that will determine how I respond. Ms. Robs, if in fact he provides that information, reach out to me. I will set aside the warrant. I'm not setting it aside just yet. I will set aside the warrant and give him a new court date. Before he leaves today, I want him to know that that court date will be in 2 weeks. He's got to come back in 2 weeks because then we'll be able to talk about all of the stuff you're going to provide to Ms. Robs, okay? And we're going to make up for all that time I didn't see you. How about that? That you were waiting on your personal secretary to call you and give you your court date. Out of the 100+ cases that we have in specialty court, he was waiting on his private secretary to call him and give him his court date. All right, we'll deal with that later. Ms. Robs, 2 weeks. What's 2 weeks from today?
Your Honor, I have May 25th,
all right,
2021.
All right, at 8:30 a.m. So, Mr. Collins, did you hear that? There will be no personal secretary call. There you go. May 25th, 2021 at 8:30 a.m. is when you will appear in this courtroom. Ms. Robs, once that information is provided, I will send a message to Ms. Drew to remove the warrant so that his next return to court date can be entered into the system. Okay, Ms. Drew, did you hear that?
Yes, I did.
All right, wonderful. What do you want to say, Mr. Collins? I need to wrap up.
I did want to say that when I found out that I tested positive, because I've been doing right for 17 months, I felt like somebody threw a dead cat on my lap. I ain't joking.
Okay, that's all right. All right, Mr. Collins. Look, I applaud you for 17 months clean. My job is to make sure that I help you stay on track. I can't make you stay on track. All I can do is help you, okay? And
Yes, ma'am.
so let's get this cleared up in the future. You know how often you see the court. You know what phase you're in. Don't sit around and wait for somebody to give you a court date, okay?
Yes,
Because
Your Honor.
things do happen. They do happen. We get sick, you know, things get shuffled around. They schedule trainings for us and tell us we've got to block off our days. Things do happen. So make sure you be more proactive, right?
Your Honor. I'm
All
gonna
right.
email her that stuff right now.
All right. May 25th is when I'll see you, okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Take care. Good to see you today. I'm glad you're okay.
Yes, thank you.
All right. Very good. Mr. Reed, Mr. Fikes, no objection to
No
what
objection,
this
no
court has
objection.
determined to be the appropriate remedy. All right. Wonderful.
No.
All right, thank you. All right, let's go to Mr. Wilson. This is my last case of the morning, and then I have to be off at 11:30. I have to I have to be off before 11:30. I'm sorry. All right, I have the following. I don't know how Mr. Wilson got on my docket. Oh, he has an arraignment on the bench warrant. Z8070501. Mr. Wilson, state your name, please.
Levon Wilson.
All right, Mr. Wilson, good morning to you.
Good morning, George.
All right. Who went in the breakout room with Mr. Wilson?
I did, Judge. Thank you for allowing me to talk to Mr. Wilson in the breakout room. I did verify Mr. Wilson was a participant in drug treatment court. He did capious, and I believe that was approximately 2018 or 2019. He informs me that on March the 24th, he walked into the courthouse, went over to one of the windows. He tried to pay some tickets and to take care of this matter. He mistakenly thought that he could resolve this matter by paying money. I informed him that he was on probation and it was more than just a little money. The person at the window gave him an arraignment date of last Friday on the bench warrant. And he zoomed in last Friday. We talked to him briefly, I believe, in order that he appeared today before the court, which he did, Judge. I also explained to him that the court wanted him to come to the person, and he is willing to do that, Judge. He wants to follow the orders of the court. He did have some problems, and he explained to me why he left the program in 2018 or 2019. But I told him that he, per the court's order, he would have to show up in court, and he's willing to do that, Judge.
Okay, all right. And so, Mr. Wilson, you're gonna have to come in because you're probably gonna be taken into custody. You don't get to walk away from drug treatment court and just walk away. You don't get to do that. Did you pay a bond for this court day?
I couldn't, it wasn't. She just, I thought I was turning myself in, but she gave me a court date.
Well, no, okay. Mr. Morgan, Mr. Griffin, I need somebody to find out why someone who is out as an absconder on an OWVI, drinking and driving related charge, was just given a court date and given the option to zoom into the courtroom. That is unacceptable, especially when they are in a remand status from this court and they are identified as being a part of specialty court. So I need that answer today in staffing, if at all possible. I know, Mr. Griffin, I called your name because Mr. Morgan is on a call.
Yeah.
But I need the answer to that because that's unacceptable.
I'm in court right now. Shut up. You're in court.
Oh my goodness. Oh, you're not gonna be in court for long though, because I'm
Who's
about to
that?
take you out of my, I don't know who that is, but you're about to get out of my courtroom. Oh,
I thought that was that lady that you were looking for.
Oh, I don't know, but they going out of my courtroom because we don't behave that way in court. Court is in session, and you're 3 hours late for your hearing, Mr. Griffin. I'm
Yeah,
not
that's
hearing
right.
that case
And
today.
true. Yeah.
And it's going into, Ms. Musalo is going into warrant status on today, and then you can try to bring her back on tomorrow or what have you, but she's 3 hours late for court.
Okay.
Let's go back to Mr. Wilson. So Ms. Drew from Musalo, you can put her in warrant status and she can come back. You can walk her on tomorrow, Mr.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. For Mr. Wilson, let's schedule for Mr. Wilson to come in to the courthouse. Mr. Wilson, I'm going to schedule you to come in on Friday. Can we do Friday? Because in all likelihood, he's going to, and I need to find out, I just need more information as well.
Yeah,
Staff and judge.
I'm looking at the ROAs. It's like he picked up another traffic ticket. So he had a warrant out for that. So he went before Judge Ford on that ticket. So it was a traffic ticket for failed to display a valid operator license. So he had to pay a fine on that. And then they also gave him a bond on your case for whatever reason, even though the ROA said remand to Judge Holmes. Just a little brief history, Your Honor. He signed a contract with Georgia Court on September 16 of 2018.
I hate to interrupt you. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I do have to dial in before 11:30 on another meeting.
Okay.
I'm going to have to go back through this again with Mr. Wilson on Friday. I'm going to have him come in on May 14th, 2021. I know I usually take this history at this juncture, but I do need to be where I can dial in at 11:30. And so, Mr. Wilson will have to, you all need to make the arrangement for Mr. Wilson to come into the building on Friday, May 14th, 2021 at 8:30 a.m. Mr. Wilson. You have a serious charge outstanding and we've got to take care of it. Okay.
I understand.
Okay. I'm glad you're here today though. I am glad about that. And I hope that you're not driving. You don't have a valid driver's license. You shouldn't be driving, sir.
Correct.
Judge,
if I may, I would just like to put on the record that he did try to, he hasn't been arrested and coming in through the back door. He did walk into the building and some mistakes were made, but he did show some good effort, Judge. Thank you.
okay. All right. Very good. I have him down for the 14th.
At 8:30?
At 8:30 a.m. Yes.
Okay.
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 All right. Very good. If anything else on Mr. Wilson?
No, Judge. Thank you.
No, Judge.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Mr. Wilson.
Thank you.
This is too much. Okay. All right. Team, we'll have to send me a time for staffing. You're free to leave, Mr. Wilson. Send me a time for staffing. It'll have to be after 12 o'clock. I need